And we should be live. Hello.
Hey,
Yes, you are now rocking with the best. This is Evan Hoovler. With me, as always, is the man without whom we wouldn't really have a show because he keeps it so entertaining. Waleed Ismail, how you doing, Waleed?
I'm doing all right. I'm just trying to figure out if we should stick with the Superflex mock plan when we only have 4 out of 12 people. Like,
That's
it's not going to get us any good data. I'd
that's a good
rather,
question. Let me go and post the announcement here. I've
yeah,
actually did a test. I actually
yeah.
did a test run, uh, and the bots are actually good at Superflex.
Are they?
Yeah, the trick is, I didn't know this. The trick is, you go here. Hold on, people. Let me show you what's going on. The trick is, you go into your draft settings, if everyone can see what I'm doing on the screen, and you got to put 2QB here in the scoring for rankings. You normally set the standard, you hit 2QB, and that jacks the bots up. Uh, I did a test run, and a bot bid $48 for Patrick Mahomes.
That's a reasonable bid.
Yeah, the thing is, another thing to note is you still have to add the second quarterback or the super flex. Clicking this does not change the roster settings at all. So you need
Yeah.
to go into the roster settings and actually add it. Otherwise, it'll just be weird. But
I'll admit, I'm now more interested just to see, like, the robot data.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of where I am. But I wanted to see where you were because I'm also like, this seems weird.
And here's something that I was thinking too. I want to point out. So I was talking about this, and one of the things is, you guys all kind of know, if you've been paying attention, you know who I like. So starting today, I'm going to actually vary up the players I target and the strategies I do, um, just to make it a little bit more interesting for you guys. The only person who's going to know what my strategy is before the show is Evan. I'm actually going to message Evan right now
Oh my
what
gosh.
my strategy for this is going to be.
Okay,
Um,
I'm gonna get my phone so I can follow chat. I'm not at my house today. I'm at my mom's
yeah.
house because my house blew the air conditioning. It's 98 degrees.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah. So so very simple. There the problem, which I've already pointed out to Evan, the real flaw in this is Evan already knows ahead of time what I'm going to do, which is going to make for me probably getting mad a lot. But also, like, that's kind of fine because, like, Evan will mention to you in his big money league, he posts for the last couple of years. He's been posting what he's going to do. He still wins those leagues. If you're playing in leagues with people who know what you're doing, it's a good test for you to have people who are like actively out to get you, who know what you like, how you approach things, because you need to know how to defend yourself in those situations. So I think it'll be fun. This is going to be interesting, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do a good job of keeping up with the Twitch channel. Maybe I can. Let me see, actually. Oh, you know what I should do? Probably should subscribe
Where did
to
you where
Twitch.
did you where did you send that information?
In the Gmail chats, just to you
Okay.
mess privately.
Do you have your phone? Could you call my phone? I
Yeah,
set my
sure.
phone down somewhere stupid. State dependent learning is so real. I had this all ready to go at my house, and it was cherry, and there was going to be a countdown timer. I had my stuff ready, and then I realized I couldn't do it because it was 98 degrees, so I needed to go to my mom's. And now at my mom's, I'm like, well, I don't know where anything is.
Yeah. All right. I am calling you now.
Thank
So,
you.
are you getting? Uh, what is this?
Oh my god, it was in the stupidest place. I'm
Okay,
such a
good.
nutball. Thank you. Okay, so
Yep.
let's
No,
so
I'm
let's.
here to help.
Okay, I have seen Waleed's secret strategy,
My
and
secret
it's
strategy.
pretty
Yeah,
damn rational.
yeah. It's pretty much the only strategy you probably should have here.
I agree.
Honestly, if you guys haven't guessed it already, you're bad at Superflex. Is what I will say. All right.
Okay, now I'm going to go. I'm opening the chat here. Let's see. Did we really only get 4 people? That's so funny.
That's really weird
Last
considering.
year we
Like,
had people that couldn't even get in because we flooded a 14-team room in like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, like I mentioned before, the bots, I did a test run. The bots seem pretty good. You can see they have Josh Allen listed at 56, Herbert at 53. That's pretty all right. So good job, I guess Sleeper, good job for that. Not good job, Sleeper, because Zach can't get into this draft because every time he clicks on his phone, it takes him to the homepage. So I don't know. Apparently, Zach reported that. Zach's, of course, a moderator who does amazing work for our Discord. We couldn't get by without him. Apparently, Zach reported that error 8 months ago and is still waiting for a fix. So
Yeah.
sorry, Zach. I hope you're tuning in,
Hey.
but I understand if you're not.
Yeah, I would say Sleeper. Maybe if you're listening, maybe make it so people can actually join your mock drafts. It's a good way to actually retain business.
I kind of know what he means. I feel like some weird stuff has happened to me too. Let's see if we got anything else.
I feel like that's the sign of the last 10 years. People will create interesting duels and won't update them to keep them actually active. So
yeah,
they fall off.
Look at the.
Because honestly, I'm disappointed. I've been like Sleeper started off. I was very impressed, and then more and more, I'm not impressed. Like
it's like real life monuments or temples where they build them and then you don't maintain them and they end up looking like the Parthenon, you know what I mean, or the Colosseum at Rome, or ESPN's mock draft platform. I'm just like the wind and erosion has wrecked you and you're now in ruins.
Yeah, it's definitely not something I'm happy with. Like, yeah, it looks like we only got a couple people here, and I don't know. Really want to see people like get into this. I'd like to at least have 6 people. This is so weird.
Yeah, I'll type in something encouraging in the Discord.
Yeah.
So if anything, honestly, the more I think about it, I'm coming around to what you said, which is like, let's get some bot data. It is so hard to get 2 quarterback data that if this actually works, then this is a huge resource that we can, after talking shit about it, we can promote Sleeper for doing this. Like,
yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I still like Sleeper way more than I like anything ESPN was doing. So, like, that was just making me mad.
ESPN super sucks. In case you all missed last week's episode, we tried to get into a draft and kept getting to the wrong room. And
you can't scroll down on their platform, so you can only see the top players. So you better have a list memorized of who you want to draft, which is the worst way of doing it.
Why did they take away the pass button?
I don't even know.
Years ago, I'm sure there was a pass button. I don't know. Josh, Tony, are you in here?
No. I'm popping into the general chat.
Oh, good call. Excuse me. Ooh, Wally Ismail is typing in general chat. As usual, everybody, after we get done with this, we'll fire off some more drafts. We'll figure it out. Wally, listening to news media, I feel like football started today. Everyone's talking about it all day long.
It's training camp. Training camp. Yeah. We've been in a desert since the draft, basically, just walking, looking for something, and we finally hit our oasis, which is the start of training camp.
And that sucks because I don't know about you, but like, I've had no changes of opinion in the past 2 weeks, and that must be really boring and frustrating to debate with because I'm like, yep, I'm going to say the same thing, and you're going to say the same thing, and neither of us are going to come any closer to an agreement.
And honestly, I don't even put stock in training camp for the most part. I've done my research. I know what should happen, and I don't necessarily think teams are showing what they're going to do into preseason. So, like, the only thing I'm worried about is how many ACLs are we going to lose before the season starts.
And
that's the only thing I'm really monitoring.
Did Tampa Bay center officially get ruled out for the season? Checking that up now.
I have not seen that update yet. I do know that I know that he pretty much is going to be out. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that is no bueno for that offense. Who's their backup? I say like I wouldn't even know who they were.
I think it's some rookie or maybe second-year guy that they're already starting to hype up like, hey, we believe in this guy. Meanwhile, they're probably going to get J.C. Treader because you can't go into Tom Brady's last season without a guy who can actually block it.
Tom Brady won't line up. He'll be like, I'm not going.
Yeah.
I'm not shoving towels down that dude's pants. Tony, are you around? Is Tony around?
Yeah, I'm wondering. I'm going to actually message Tony right now.
Cool.
Yeah, what about Josh? Are they around? It could end up just being you and me at this point. Oh, Josh is here? Okay.
He's not in live stream yet, but he's in the mock. And just if you're turning in, Waleed has texted me his strategy for this mock so that I can play the foil, which seems to be part of our dynamic.
Yeah. Our dynamic is effing pissing me off, basically.
Yeah, I'm good at it. Let's did I put the ESPN clip in here? I did not. Oh, I gotta put that in here. That's our first highlight of the year.
Yeah.
I need to make it so like.
I don't think that worked. All I see is exclamation point ESPN.
Yeah, it didn't work. I wonder if you can even play highlights in the chat.
I don't know.
So that would be great. I would queue up a bunch of them.
Discord.
We still have Cancer Dancer saved, and nothing from last year. But like I said, this year I set it up so it's all but auto archiving. I have to hit 2 buttons, and it archives it to our YouTube, Football Absurdity YouTube, which I also have not made a command. Okay, I've got homework already. I'm finding fun stuff to do after the stream's over. Okay, that's interesting. How do we know if Tony's there? It'll have the dot, right? The green dot.
Yeah, it should have the dot. I don't see a dot for Tebow fan or for Tony. I see just the dots on us.
Well, while we wait for just a few more minutes, if you're not familiar with Sleeper's platform, I will. Ooh, that was annoying. I will show you around. These 2 arrows over here on the side are hard to miss, are hard to see. They make this thing go up and down, like it's an elevator. That's fun. And then I think if you want to scroll, if you want to scroll and you don't have a mouse wheel, it's invisible. It's right here. That always pissed me off, so I want to help people not get pissed off like that. Let's see here.
You can already scroll down, which I think is a nice little touch. I like that addition. ESPN should maybe consider allowing you to scroll down for players.
And
that'd be a nice little thing to have.
Yeah, very, very, very revolutionary. Next gen. They also have a pass button, which I don't understand why. I just ESPN used to have a pass button.
And to be fair to Josh and Tony, this is the first time I've actually shown up on time for this, so there's no reason they should expect us to start on time.
That's true. We're all that's why I messed up.
I actually did not have to work this weekend. I did not have to work this weekend.
How come?
Which was really nice.
Nice.
And I was actually going to go into the office to do some data mining. I'm still trying to get all my preseason projection stuff all in the bag, and I decided to sleep instead. I do not regret it at all. Sleep is beautiful.
That's awesome. I was up at 6 a.m. hitting the books.
All right. God, now I'm starting to think maybe I should just go and
Josh is here. I see the blue dot.
The blue dot?
Yeah.
Good.
That's how you see. Oh, now Josh is not here. That's fun.
Damn. That's what you get for calling him out.
Totally. Now he's shying away.
Man, this is nuts. How are we gonna how are we filling up drafts last week and then now all of a sudden no one's around?
Well, maybe I was going to have the problem that Zach had, where he couldn't even get to it through his phone.
Yeah. Well, that'll be if that ends up being the case, shit. I guess we could just be nope, and not use the sleeper things on these anymore, which would be kind of bad for sleeper.
Tony, I don't know if Tony's here or not, but he shared in the last hour a screenshot of an airplane in-flight movie description for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. And then did you actually see my response to that when he was talking about, I think I had the perfect description for the Big Lebowski would just be like
Lebowski.
that synopsis is just a guy's trying to get his rug back. That's like describing the Big Lebowski that way. Chinese woman can't seem to finish her taxes.
A Chinese woman can't seem to finish her taxes.
To be fair, from the beginning to end of that movie, she never finishes her taxes.
She does not.
That is 100% accurate. Also, if you go into that movie thinking that's what you're getting, you are in for a rude awakening.
Yes, you will be surprised. Tony's here. All right,
Tony is here.
You ready?
Okay. Cool. So is Josh here? Has he confirmed he's around?
He says he's in sleeper. Neither of them have a dot, but I'm cool.
Yeah, I don't see the dots next to these guys.
I've gotten confirmation.
Where's your dot, Tony?
I'm just doing it. I'm doing it.
Where's your dots?
What do I want here?
All right.
Let's see what the bots do with this.
Oh, I like it.
I like how you immediately pass at $1.
Yeah, no, I passed at $1 because I'm not doing that. Like, I will unpass, too. Like, I will change my mind.
Oh, that is true.
If it gets...
You can unpass right there, people, if you're watching this.
Yeah. Yeah, once you aren't, like, necessarily committed. Well, this is nice that, like, at least the guys, those of us who are here, are good. Yeah, I think the strategy here has to be, like, nominate non-quarterbacks right away.
Right. $36 for Cooper Kupp. What do you think of that?
I think that's way too much in Superflex. I devalue quarterbacks and or wide receivers in Superflex so much more than I do in like regular salary cap leagues.
I cannot bid on the first few nominees that aren't quarterbacks. I got paralysis. Like I don't know how many hundreds of dollars am I going to spend on quarterbacks?
Yeah. Oh, look at that! Like right away, I think this is a mistake here because you're going to get a deal on the bots, Josh. But we already established the bots know it's Superflex, so you're going to put a lot of money out on Jalen Hurts. Yeah. Yep. The bots are. You know what? I will take for credit for this algorithm here.
Yeah.
This is like reasonable.
This is very reasonable.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time anyone's ever said that about bots doing fantasy football. Salary cap.
Yeah, right? I'm really intrigued by that. $42 for Jalen Hurts is right. Tony is a monster. Is a monster. Fuck you. I'll take him for $10.
And then the projected is right here, if you all are watching at home. Right here.
Is Justin Fields going to go for over, like, $30? I mean, as a Justin Fields truther, even I don't think I could do that.
I'm still paralyzed because I did the top. I need to see where the top 7 quarterbacks go before I can even do anything. Oh, Josh Allen's up. That'll shed some light on the puzzle.
Yeah.
I'm turning these sound effects off, people. Sorry about that.
I can't hear any sound effects.
I'm sure the people at home can hear it. They think it's a damn casino.
Oh, shit. Team 9's going hard.
Now I'm thinking. I think, yeah. Boy. Good job, bot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony says these bots are aggressive as hell. I know, and I love it. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
This is the reason why we launched with 9 bots is because we're like, let's see if Sleeper figured out Superflex. Because I've done it. I've done it on a podcast live, and we had to stop recording. So like, this is not good entertainment.
And I got to point out, like I'm going to call Tony and Josh out on this. In Superflex, you do not nominate quarterbacks early. Yeah. You hold off as long as possible. It's only bad business to do it that way.
And again, the magic setting, if you missed it earlier, to make the bots not horrible is in draft settings here, you go and you click 2 quarterback. Yep. That doesn't create a second quarterback roster setting, but it makes the bots actually have decent values, as we're seeing. Oh, now Herbert's up. Why, everyone?
Because the bots know it's Superflex, and they're being not just aggressive, they're being dumb.
What do you have Mahomes for? 49.
I got him 49.
That's decent.
Yeah. So this is going to get real interesting. How are we doing this? We got...
So in Superflex, the top quarterbacks are pretty much equal or a little bit better than the top running backs. If you've never done a Superflex, it's very difficult to get data for this, which is why these bots being so pleasantly aggressive is nice.
Yeah, this actually like how it kind of should be going. Damn, I got Mahomes for a discount. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Oh, you guys are really loving Justin Herbert, huh?
Yes.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just going to pass.
I'll pay $9 more than you paid for Mahomes, whatever.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor, projected for 63. Here's where we see what's up, because I don't think in real Superflexes anyone would bid 63 for Jonathan Taylor.
You'd be surprised, I think.
Okay. Well, good.
I think some people will go with like a couple of mid-tier quarterbacks and get that stud running back. Legitimate strategy that I've seen work. Hell, I do it a lot. Having said that, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pass because he's already at 63.
That bot has Justin Fields, Jonathan Taylor, and Cooper Kupp.
That's not a bad start.
They also have $76 left. Notice how Sleeper also bolds the max bid and doesn't bold the total. That's how important max bid is that we've been saying every week.
What is...
Waleed and Tony.
Yeah, so it seems.
I like how under Lamar's stats here, they don't list his passing stats. They list his rushing yards.
That's why we're getting him, right?
Yeah. He's going to run because that's how he makes his money, and he wants $40 million a year.
Yeah.
57. So Waleed has his...
I can share my strategy now. It was to get 2 of the top 6 quarterbacks for $100. I went for 106. I'll put that much somewhere else. I didn't think that quarterbacks would be going quite this early, but yeah, I have the least amount of money, I think, right now, but I also have the best chances of winning with Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson.
And even if they go early, you got to jump on it, people.
Yeah.
Don't get caught without strong quarterbacks in Superflex. Justin Jefferson.
Of course, going to be like, now I'm going to be bargain shopping everywhere else to do it, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah, because there's so much more money coming out of the pot in quarterbacks that there's bargains come up that much easier, that much earlier.
Yeah. And now I'm only nominating quarterbacks because I want money off the board. Is it my nomination?
Yes.
All right. Joe Burrow. Get some money out of here.
And if you're wondering where Waleed's second quarterback is, it's down here in the Superflex slot. Just so we're confused about that.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have the least amount of money. I have the second least because someone has Cooper and I mean he's got the number 1 quarterback, running back, and wide receiver, so you can't fault him.
I can fault him.
Yeah. Ooh.
Give me those quarterbacks.
40 for Burrow feels like it's a solid savings.
Kyler Murray. Okay, I'll bid on Study Hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is not a Call of Duty league, so you don't get any extra points for having Kyler Murray.
He gave a very charming interview today. Did you see it?
I did not.
He was like, I really appreciate how good people think I am. That they think I'm this good without studying tape ever. Like I'm honored. Like that you think that I got this good somehow.
That is 100% the right response to that.
Yeah.
Like instead of engaging it, like he just completely flipped that narrative. Like, what, you think I don't study tape? Are you serious? Like, that is 100% the right way to handle that. Like, you guys are all being ridiculous, and this is hilarious. I like how Kyler handled that.
For 51, I spent $109. I spent more than Waleed spent for Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, and I have Herbert and Murray. I would rather be sitting in Waleed's pants right now than my own.
I mean, to be fair, I have my number 1 and number 3 ranked quarterback. So Well, maybe number 2, because I think I keep saying Josh Allen's going to win MVP and be the best guy, but it's hard to bet against Josh Allen as the number 1, considering that's where he's been the last 2 years in a row. But let's see, where's Tony at here? He's got Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson for 37. That's a pretty good price for Justin Jefferson, honestly. Like, I don't know, like how Superflex picks it. Although then again, Cooper Kupp was $1 cheaper. Tebow fans got Austin Eckler for 43.
Decent. I wanted him for 42. You stole him, Tebow fan.
Man, these guys are like just going to nominate all the quarterbacks early, aren't they?
I did. I could have my quarterbacks. So.
Oh, you have your quarterbacks, and that's what you should be doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm going to do it too.
Which is different than single quarterback leagues where you want to be dominating players that fetch a lot of money that you don't want in positions you don't have.
Yeah.
Here, the quarterbacks are so skewed they'll take out 40% of the pot just on their own. You want to just keep that train rolling.
Yeah.
In my opinion, feel free to disagree.
I think at this point there's more money to be had by taking out the top running backs, receiver.
You think so?
Too many of the really good quarterbacks. Yeah, these guys aren't like. I don't think Trey Lance is going for 30. Like, maybe he will, but I don't feel like he will. And honestly, Trey Lance for 14 in Superflex seems incredibly low.
I don't know that 35.
Oh. Yeah, I was going to say that seemed kind of insane to me that it was dropping like that.
Sleeper's pretty high on Trey Lance. Interesting.
I mean, I think a lot of people are high on Trey Lance, and I get it. Like, Kyle Shanahan did commit to him being great. And then we got Russell Wilson up here. Oh, what does Tony got? So he's got Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, Justin Jefferson. Dak for 35 is a really good price. I think that might be end up being one of the best value plays here. Josh is getting left behind on quarterbacks, it looks like. I'll tell you what, team 9 with Josh Allen and Trey Lance, I think that's a solid 1-2 combination.
And it cost them $90.
Yeah, for the price that they put in, that's not bad at all. It won't be a value play after I pay up for CeeDee Lamb. All right, let's see. I'm going to nominate CeeDee Lamb next.
Jesus.
To make sure you spend the most amount of money on CeeDee.
So Josh is on the board with, he's already on the board. He's on the board at quarterback with Russell Wilson.
For $35, not bad.
Yeah, that's fine.
And there's still some good quarterbacks you can have here, that you'll feel good about. I mean, Stafford, Brady, Rodgers, Carr are all guys I'm very happy to get. Honestly, Trey Lance isn't even a bad guy. Trevor Lawrence is what I meant to say. And hey, it turns out Tua can throw a deep ball. That's what happens.
Yeah, that was a good highlight from training camp. I love training camp highlights.
Yeah, everyone has good highlights in training camp. Although all the highlights in training camp for the Bears is Justin Fields throws a perfect pass, bounces off the hand of receiver. Pretty much what everyone expected going into camp.
I don't know if Tony can afford CeeDee Lamb anymore.
Not with Christian McCaffrey for 43. I mean, he might and just go $1 players later. I could see that being a thing. What is Tony's strategy is just to get all the top tier guys and then just go dollar later? Is that what you're doing here?
I think he just wants to get all of the guys.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I wanted to bid 40 for Najee.
I don't know. I think Najee's probably my favorite running back this year. I just love him. Oh, this is interesting. How am I here? So we got 5 teams that haven't got anyone yet. I feel like someone's got to get a player at some point.
All bots. Here. That's a bot coding mistake. They don't have enough standard deviation in rolling up what they'll bid up to. Notice how they're just bidding up to the projected.
Yeah.
Yahoo at least have roll some standard deviations, so they'll bid anywhere between $5 low or $5 high.
All right, let's see if Tony can get CeeDee Lamb, because I think I'm up to. Am I nominating next? No, I'm at 8.
I don't have any money left.
No, you don't. You got a max of 39. Tony's got a max of 34. Feeling a lot better about my max of 97. I'll be honest.
Yeah, you picked the right time to do you did the right thing. Get your 2 quarterbacks early and then just wait. Dalvin Cook for 45. Wow. More than McCaffrey, more than Eckler, more than Najee. Team 12 paying 63 for Jonathan Taylor when the next highest running back goes for 45 seems short-sighted.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, McCaffrey, for his price, is way better because he's like, if he's healthy, he's better than Jonathan Taylor.
Tony, CM Lawler wants to know how much JT getting for. He went for 63. Tony says he's practicing for our DFS show, trying to focus my energy on doing single slate Superflex tournaments this season. When are you launching the DFS, 22 DFS?
I mean, that'll be week 1, but we'll probably do a recap show beforehand.
Let me know. I'll add it to the schedule. I redid our schedule. If anyone looked at our schedule, we're doing this Saturdays and Sundays at 1. And then Sundays will be kind of an abbreviated show because Wally and I have stuff to do. And then Thursday Night Farceball is coming back Thursday at probably about 5:30 for 6 p.m. game time. That's where we watch the game and comment on it.
All right, Tony, your guys out there. Go get them. That's what you get for trying to take away my Justin Fields, because I would have taken him cheap later.
Josh, welcome to the chat.
Let's see. 29. Oh, is Tony going to get CeeDee Lamb? Honestly, for 29, that might be the price that gets him. I will tell you what, man. Tony's team, like, studs and duds. Just get your $2 guys later. I'm here for what Tony's done. Look at that. Joe Burrow, Christian McCaffrey, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, and Dak Prescott. Are you kidding me? The only thing that you might have wanted to do different is flip Justin Jefferson with Jamar Chase. You could have saved $2 on that, and you would have had the double stacks on that. Although, you know what? I would say T. Higgins is still available for you, but I don't think he's available for you at $6.
55 for Derrick Henry is wrong.
Is it?
Sure.
I mean,
everything I don't
he's
do
a guy
is wrong.
Who's just a stud. Yeah. I'm appreciating how some of this is going here. We got at least some of these teams are starting to fill up in money. I'm not in as bad a spot as I thought I would be. Oh, I wonder if there's a way to I should maximize the screen. Maybe that'll make it easier for me to see what's going on here. Yeah, that does make it a little easier. But now I can't see the chats.
Are you on your phone?
I have to be on my phone for this.
Oh.
Sleeper on my browser is just trash. I can't deal with it.
Sleeper was programmed.
I don't know.
Oh, it's my turn. Sleeper was programmed.
Team 1's got Justin Fields, Jonathan Taylor, Cooper Kupp, Travis Kelce, Matthew Stafford. I don't really hate that. Like, you don't have a lot of money, but you got arguably the best players at running back, wide receiver, and quarterback. You got Stafford, who's a solid quarterback for Superflex. And I think Justin Fields, I've told you, he's going to finish a top 10 quarterback this year. I mean, if his receivers ever learn to catch the ball.
CM Lawler wants to know if we put the Superflex auction values on the website. I have not, because this is literally my first data point, and I would be doing everyone a disservice if I were just be like, I don't know, I'll just make this up. But I will be going into the tank after this stream and have them up Monday.
Yeah, we will definitely have something up in the next couple of weeks, I think. Is it going to be a Monday?
I'm going to go for Monday.
Yeah, okay. The first one with only one auto draft data points.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just watching and it's not the values. It's watching the economic structure flow that's giving me the education. And so the bots can help me watch that, because even though they're bidding things that I might not bid, it's relative enough that there's a pattern emerging. Appreciate you, CM Lawler. Appreciate you. You keep watching, we'll keep streaming. Let's see here.
Yeah. Oh, Matt Ryan. These guys want to fill up their quarterback slots, that's for sure.
Matt Ryan projected for $6 seems stupid.
Yeah.
This is stupid.
It is stupid. Yeah, I'll just say 7 quarterback 3. I'll take it. Let's see.
Why don't they like Matt Ryan in sleeper?
Yeah, I was debating. I don't really want to go $10. I got other spots to fill up. I'll get a good third quarterback later, but for $7, I would have taken him.
Tony said he was trying to slip in a cheap QB3. You
Yeah.
almost did it. I mean, you slipped into me. Let's see if I regret that.
Yeah. Tony, you gonna let Mark Andrews just get or I'm sorry, not Tony. Evan, you gonna let Mark Andrews just get away for $25 here?
Yeah, I have a max bid of 32.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gotta punt something. Going so high in quarterback.
Devontae Adams is a good nom. All right, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this build. It's going to be interesting. I will say, like, this is pretty solid for Superflex. Like, their AI, it doesn't feel like we have 8 bots in here.
One thing also I love about their Superflex that I haven't done this year, remind me, is after it gets down to the boring times when we're all sitting on like $2 or $3, I can go in and I can change the time to bid down to 10 seconds.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. Speed it along. So we're now just all waiting for the draft to end.
Yeah.
Let's see, how do I see results? Is this results? There we go.
All right. I did not expect to get Stephon Diggs for $25.
Yeah.
But I will take him for $25.
Yeah. That's why you sit on $97.
Yep. I had my quarterback, so I was just going to wait. Honestly, that was not the receiver I was going to wait for, but that price was too fucking good. Yeah. You should be sick.
Well, let's see. So while he did the strategy of just getting 2 quarterbacks and then hanging out, I tried getting 2 quarterbacks and a running back and hanging out. We'll see if it works out for me, but
yeah.
I mean,
you got my favorite running back, so I think it's worked out pretty nicely for you.
We'll see. We'll see. No ESPN valuation for Nick Chubb here. Team 11.
No.
Team 11, join the party. Come on. Team 11, what are you doing?
Team 11, there's always that one guy who thinks they can take it with them.
That's true.
All right. Where am I, like, max bid here? Yeah, this is interesting. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to go about this here. Honestly, there's so much mid-level depth, I don't really mind just waiting until everyone spends their money.
Kamara enters his plea on Monday.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I don't want to bid on him now.
Yeah. I like that Tony passed on him on Kamara when he hit $36, which was already twice what he had to spend. Not even max, but just twice over all money he had. He's like, you know what? I'm going to pass now.
I want to push a button. It's the only button I'm allowed to push right now.
Yeah. I love nominating Leonard Fournette early because I don't really care what his price is. I don't want him.
I'm scared of Tampa Bay now, the center being out.
I'm a little nervous about it, but the only guy in Tampa Bay I'm interested in at all is Mike Evans because Mike Evans is just super consistent.
True. He's had, 8 straight 1,000-yard seasons?
Yeah. And, like, minimum 6 touchdown catches in all of them and, like, 60 receptions or some, like the numbers are basically the worst he's going to do is, like, low-end wide receiver, too.
I will bid $2 for DeAndre Swift. Oh, wait, what's the bid?
I was going to be like, you should have did it, like, 10 seconds ago then because that's not happening.
Team 11's jumping on the board.
I don't think Team 11's serious. They haven't shown me any real interest in that.
I don't think Team 11 studied this offseason.
Okay, and I just got DeAndre Swift, it looks like. And I have no money now. Yeah, where am I at here, money-wise? Like, I'm fine with that. I got a good high-end running back in my mind. The guy who's going to probably be the number one wide receiver. I got Diggs and Jackson. I'm pretty much, yeah. My bench is going to all be $1 players, and I'm fine with that. Although now that I think about it, maybe I should have saved that money for a little bit later. There are still some decent running backs left.
My goal is doubly to not get a wide receiver until the market crashes this time, because there's just so much more money coming out of the pool. I don't want Kamikers, though.
No, I don't understand why anyone does. But go ahead and get them. There are going to be people who want Cam Akers.
I'd like to point out Team 6 here seems a little bad at what we're doing.
Team 6?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. Superflex is let's get all the running backs. That is a bold strategy because quarterbacks are
$23 left. Only running backs.
Placement level. Guys, yeah, Josh, like I say, you need a second quarterback. That's the thing I'll say. Especially because what are the quarterbacks left here? Like, I guess, Brady, Carr, you'll be fine, I guess, but Superflex, a quarterback is king. God, 15 for McLaurin. Oh, my God. I can't believe I don't know. I'm regretting that DeAndre Swift because, like, 2 McLaurins for Swift, I kind of feel okay about that. Oh, I like that. That's a smart bid. Daniel Jones, get that dead money out of the pot. I love it. That's a good nomination. Who else am I going to nominate next?
I'm not a fan of day mode or whatever this button does.
Tom Brady up there, get nominated. I will pass. Ooh, this is interesting. Yeah, well, I guess he got McLaurin, so now he's got a total of $18 to get 2 quarterbacks at some point. Team 6 is going to lose this league. He's going to be in last place, and we're all going to make fun of him for not understanding the rules. Honestly, Team 7's not much better, or Team 11, but at least they have some money.
Why would you bid $28 for your 5th running back?
God damn it. $20 for Kyle Pitts is like, if I didn't have a max bid at 27, I would maybe consider doing it, but I was hoping I'd get him for 11. But that stupid jump bid. Team 8, you can go fuck yourself. I'm glad. Yeah, really, you spent $18 on Daniel Jones, you stupid AI. I don't know why I'm making AI. Okay. Well, we're just going to pass and just, nominate pretty much everyone until you guys have all spent your money. Ooh, that's a good early nomination. Let's see who else I can nominate early. That'll get money out of the pots. That'll work it. That'll work it. AJ Brown. Someone's trying to do Tony dirty. You gonna let that stand?
Me? Yeah. I'm not bidding any. Oh, he's talking to Tony.
I was talking to Tony.
Tony
he can't do anything anyway. Oh. I'm so sad, Mike Evans. Like, I have a feeling that Mike Evans' price is going to end up being better than Diggs' price by a lot, but also, like,
Diggs' price was
$25.
I'm going to start saying the prices while people are for people who are watching on their phones.
Yeah.
Diggs was at $25. Mike Evans is up to 22.
Yeah.
To Josh and sold 22 to Josh. Not that much different.
No, $22. Yeah, I'll take the extra $3 on what's his name?
I would agree.
On Diggs. But like they're kind of like they're both top of the same tier I have them at. Like my first tier is just Kupp, Jefferson, and Chase at like wide receiver. Then after that I got my like Diggs, Mike Evans, CeeDee Lamb tier. And frankly, I got Mike Evans is probably the best value of that tier, but Diggs for 25 is really nice. My turn to nominate. This is always a good nomination. He'll get more money out of the pot.
JC.
Yeah. God, Team 11 still guys with like no quarterbacks. It's insane to me. Yep. Hit my goal.
3.
We got like $30. 35. Hell yeah.
Nice.
That's what we call a good nomination. We want to just get money out of the pot. That's what I want. The less money everyone else has, the more with players I don't want, the more money I have to spend on players I do want. That's the goal. I'll have to pass on Keenan Allen, unfortunately. He got nominated too early, but there's still the Mike Williams consolation prize.
They have him listed for $13, which I find odd.
What, Keenan Allen?
Yeah.
It's too good a price, but I'm not going to spend half my budget on Keenan Allen. There's other guys that I can get. That just tells me I can get Mike Evans for $5. Or not Mike Evans, Mike Williams. Oh, this is going to make me sad.
Javonte Williams up to $14.
Yep. Now you price him out for me. I was like, there's a little part of me that's like, are you going to let me get him cheap? Is the market going to crash here? And then of course it doesn't, because I'm not allowed to have nice things. Oh.
Javonte went for $29.
And I will say the one nice thing about this is going so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not even, I don't even necessarily think it's a bot thing.
It's going to go even faster once I speed things up. It's interesting. A lot of bots have money left, whereas in Yahoo, every single bot would be down to a max bid of $1.
Yep. Yeah, no, honestly, their auto draft AI is pretty solid. Montgomery for 22 makes me sad, but also I'd rather have DeAndre Swift. So I'm not like hating it too much. And I know you did that to hurt me, Evan.
Yeah, probably.
All right, and who's Josh nominating? That's the question. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Interesting. I don't know that he's going to get enough money out of this though. Like, yeah, he's going to go for 13, but like if you did Zeke, I think you could have gotten more money out of the pot, because what's his average number going for? Does it show me here? Let's look at running backs here. What is Zeke's max bid at? His projections, 26.
They have CEH getting 4.5 yards a carry.
Yeah, but I don't want any parts of that Kansas City running game.
No.
Oh, that's a big jump. Debo fans being smart, though. I wouldn't let their car go. I think he might be the last good quarterback left.
last one with any ceiling, that's for sure.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't know about that. I think Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence have much higher ceilings. Problem is their floors are significantly lower.
That could be, yeah.
And
their teams might suck.
What were you saying?
Yeah, and their teams might just implode.
Yeah. Like, Tua is another one who should have a nice high ceiling, but also his floor really is low. Yeah. I'm regretting not spending the extra $7 to also get Josh Allen to go with my Diggs. Because that could have been fun.
I won my 14-team Big Money League on the back of Allen and Diggs in 2020.
So I'm trying to look at some of these max. Who's got, like, some money left? Tebow fans got $74 total left. Team 4 at $100. Team 5 at $107. Let's see. Team 7 was... No, you just lost some money here. Team 11 at $169.
Team 11's hubris to just roll all the dice on Alvin Kamara and nobody else seems interesting.
I mean, he's drafting like it's 2019. That's for sure.
He's drafting like it's 2023 in that he hasn't made any picks yet.
This is also true. All right. Yeah, no, thank you on Gibson. Not for
all the humans pass, it should pass. If it's less than 10 seconds.
I mean, we have all passed, but the other bots still have money. So
I would program it so if it's like 9 or 8 seconds, just end it. Because the bots aren't going to bid. They don't do that.
Tebow fans, not too bad. Like, his quarterbacks aren't as good as ours, but he's got Austin Eckler and Mike Evans.
Yeah.
And he's still got $74. So
I don't hate it.
Yeah, I like where he's at.
He needed that Derek Carr though.
Yeah, and he paid for it, but also he only paid $25, so that's not like it wasn't that bad.
I wonder if that would happen in all humans, or if people would see that he's the last in the tier and really bump it up. Team 11 got Antonio Gibson. All right, Team 11. You might not have any starting players week 1.
That's not true because he's probably going to get T. Higgins unless Josh really wants T. Higgins. Oh, is he going to let... Yeah, he's not going to go because the max bid is 18, like the max value. That bot's going to get screwed here, and I love it. It won't go past the like projected nomination. Like, there needs to be some kind of calculus that'll figure how much players are left. Well, because like positional scarcity has to have like a impact on how you're drafting in a salary cap. Like, yeah, this guy you might have to spend $10 more for him, but he's the last of that tier. That's what has to happen. My nomination. Who am I nominating here?
Team 8 has filled out their starters and is drafting benches now.
Team 8's got their starters, huh? Aaron Rodgers, Javonte Williams, David Montgomery, Tyreek Hill, A.J. Brown, Kyle Pitts, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and Daniel Jones, Michael Pittman. Honestly, I hate that second quarterback.
Yeah, if you would have taken $10 worth of the Michael Pittman money and put it on Daniel Jones money to get a better guy,
honestly,
would be crushing.
I would have taken the Clyde Edwards-Helaire money. The 13 for Clyde Edwards-Helaire is way more egregious to me.
True. Yeah, they have a good team. They could have an even better team.
Yeah. No, they got value like all across. And that's kind of what I was thinking of doing before I got Deandre Swift, was trying to do that $22. But also the savings that I could have approached it that way, getting those $30 quarterbacks, but I wanted my top quarterbacks.
These bots have like that money left.
Yeah.
The bots that are choosing not to draft, well, no, I guess Team 6 just sucks. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, Team 6 doesn't make any sense at all. And I don't know that they have a choice when it comes to this stuff.
I'm worried the bots who didn't draft a second quarterback and Team 11 are going to make it hard to find values moving forward. Which is interesting. That's why I pointed out that even bots, I can see market patterns happening to anticipate the
Yeah.
2022 landscape, because that's going to happen regardless. If someone's not going to pull the trigger on quarterbacks and be sitting in with way more money than everybody else,
Yeah,
and
I think
that's not a very good strategy in my opinion, but it sure does mess up the ability for us to round out our teams.
this is going to be interesting. So I think my strategy has to be actually nominating some quarterbacks to try to get those guys to spend a little bit of their extra money.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think you and I had the same thought process here.
And I nominate Jameis Winston because it's funny.
Yeah. I mean, you got Alvin Kamara, Team 11. You might as well get him. And now Team 5 is going to have him for $19. God, Jameis Winston is your number one quarterback. That is terrifying.
Number 2, he has Tom Brady.
Oh, he does have Tom Brady.
But he has no running backs.
I was looking at Team 6.
He's the only team with no running backs.
Well, so we're going to call Team 5 Zachy.
Fair. That's fair. Can I give him a little name here?
Yeah. We should be able to rename the bots.
Team 5 is now Zachy. It's official.
All right. Interesting. What do we got here left? Yeah, Hawkinson for 9 is go ahead and keep him. We need to get some of this money out. I'm trying to think of who I'm really competing against right now. Obviously, I'm competing against you. I'm competing against Josh, Team 4, Team 5, and Team 11. Oh. These tight end nominations are killing me. Why you guys get dead money off the board? Okay, you got $17 out of that one, so I'll take it. Does Tony have? No, you don't have a tight end yet either. Oh. These nominations are pissing me off. You guys are killing me here. Yeah, oh my god, I like that. I like that on your part, Evan. Etienne, such a good second. It was a little bit too much for what I have financially. But if I was in your spot, I would have done it too.
How much did Sparkley go for?
Who?
Sparkley. Here he is, $32.
Yeah.
I like how you can sort the drafted players by position, so I can see what the running back market is at a glance. And
yeah.
I can watch the wide receivers. It's almost like I can plot the data from wide receivers in my mind while I'm doing this. Yeah, the market did not crash because of these people holding on to their quarterback money. That's really interesting.
Yeah, it's very frustrating.
And they're bots, so I bet you they'll just keep bidding wide receivers up because whatever.
Until they can't, which is fine. Amari Cooper for $6 is so fucking low. But I don't know that it's actually like...
Yeah.
Yeah, there are other guys I'd rather fill up with, so...
Plus, it's like if Deshaun Watson ends up getting like a slap on the wrist, now I'm rooting for Deshaun Watson to throw touchdowns to my wide receiver.
Which is another thing, yeah.
Sometimes it's not about X's and O's for me. Sometimes it's about love for the game, fantasy football.
I can dig it. All right, so it's looking like Team 4, Tebow. So Josh, Team 4, Team 5, and Team 11 are my big competitors right now. Oh, it's just killing me. I think this is going to be my next nomination. Who's not Team 9? So am I next here to nominate? Good.
Pretty soon, maybe after this round, I'm going to drop the bidding period to 10 seconds.
I dig that a lot.
So after Team 12 nominates, so in 3 nominations. So get ready, Tony and Josh. You're going to have to be on your toes a little more.
There we go. Yep, that's what I was hoping to do. Get a nice little $13 bid out of here. Let's let some of these guys spend their money. Guys who don't have a quarterback. Team 11 doesn't have a first quarterback, so he's going all the way to the top projection of $18. I love it. Because I needed him to spend money. Oh, and now he's going for Tua? I'll go 7 on Tua because I think Team 11 is going to go after him. Oh, I guess I won't. Okay. He's already at double digits. There we go. Team 17, spending some money. What we needed him to do.
Finally.
Yeah.
Macaroni Jones and Tua. That's your team. All right.
All right. Yeah, this is killing me here. I don't have... No! The draft has been paused? Mid-bid? Mid-nomination?
Yeah, that was not proper form for me. Sorry about that.
Well, I understand it. You're just mad that someone nominated Marquise Brown.
Yes, that is part of the factor.
Completely selfish of you.
That's true.
That the guy who drafted Mac Jones as your number 1 quarterback gets Marquise Brown. Damn, he's still going for $10. 16 for fucking Mike Williams. Team 11 strategy is a just bargain shop here. Get a bunch of $15 guys, but also you look at Gibson, DJ Moore, Marquise Brown, Kittle, and Mike Williams. It's not like the worst idea. The thing that makes it a terrible idea is Mac Jones and Tua is your top 2 quarterbacks. That's a lot of risk.
And they spent they spent $40 in Mac Jones and Tua. You could have spent 40 more and had 2 great guys and still rounded out your team with all these other guys.
All right. You guys are killing me here.
Yeah, this is rough stuff.
Well, it's just these 2 guys with money. Like, they're in a position I want to be in, but like I'm not too mad about it because the reason I'm in that position is that I have DeAndre Swift and Stephon Diggs.
$5 DeAndre. That's good.
Yeah, Tony, it was too early on that one for DeAndre. I'll put that extra couple dollars on that. Let's see.
Team 6, unable to bid for any quarterback.
That's exactly where he deserves to be for the choices he's made. I can't wait till he trots out fucking Mitch Trubisky and David Mills. And honestly, he might not be able to even afford that. Ooh.
Tony said he wanted Hopkins to go for $6 instead of $1.
Who got Dobbins?
I don't know. Uh, who did get Dobbins?
Oh, Team 5. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Now AJ Dillon was going to be my next nomination. Who's in my queue now? No, just him. Because I thought he'd get like $12 out. And he's done that. All right. I got to figure out who I'm nominating next. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Actually, maybe I nominate Deshaun Watson next, just to get some money out. I doubt I get him for $1 anyway. Oh, Dallas Goedert just went, huh? Interesting. That's who I was going to nominate next. Let's go with this for $1. One about to take Deshaun. There we go. Get some money off the board, and I don't really care. You have a shitty team anyway, so you should have the shittiest quarterback.
I almost wanted to have been 5 just so Team 6 could not have a quarterback.
Yeah, but I'd rather he have a garbage quarterback who's not going to play. Goes along with his garbage draft strategy. All right, so yeah, Team 11's down to only $15 here. But they're filling up with Brandon Cooks, AJ Dillon, Jerry Jeudy. Like if they didn't punt quarterback, I would almost like applaud that kind of draft strategy.
Team 5 is the new Team 11.
Yeah. You got let's see who else we have here.
I'm liking Josh's team considering he's second biggest bank.
Yeah, he's going to be able to get like all the guys he wants in the end if he really decides to go that route. I shouldn't have said that because now he's just fucking coming after me. You got Mike Evans and T. Higgins, you fucking cunts. Whoa. You can't let me Allen Robinson, you son of a bitch.
I have to go click the mature audiences only now on our thing.
What? I swear all the time.
But you said the C word.
Is that I identify as British, so.
I was watching Trailer Park Boys, and they're in Australia, and they go in a bar, and the bartender's eating a sandwich, and they're like, "Hey, what's good here?" And he points at the sandwich and goes, "This cunt." Like, I don't understand Australian lingo at all. Like,
ooh, really? I just got Dalton Schultz for $4. I think you guys need to be paying attention more.
Yeah, I was talking about Australia, and I needed to be thinking
about... I wasn't going to interrupt your conversation while I was finally getting a deal.
I was completely on the other end of the word from where I need to be. Good job.
I love it.
Good job.
Yeah, Dalton Schultz should not be on. You know, maybe we were also like high on Tannehill last year, and he let us all down. I feel like that's why Tannehill is almost maybe his value is depreciated. Also, he doesn't have A.J. Brown. Yeah. But he's got Treylon Burks, and he's got Robert Woods. So he might actually be like an okay sneaky play. And actually for $3, holy cow. I wonder if I should be bidding on that. But honestly, I just want Josh to fill up his team and let the rest of us. Where are we going here? So I got 20. Do I have the second most money left? No, I have the third most because Team 5 exists. All right. Well, let's Team 5 like fill up what he's got to do. I don't care if I lose out on this guy. But also, yeah, Team 5 and Tebow fan, you just keep running that price up. Get your money down. I need to beat you guys. Really, Team 5, you fucking jerk? You know what? I'm punting running back. That's what I've decided. You guys have left me no choice.
Why is it not? Oh, it's wide receivers. That's why it isn't updated. Yeah. Walker went for $10. Wow, do you think that's a bump in response?
Michael Thomas went for $1.
Wow. That's wow. He's practicing too.
Team
This 10
five.
second bidding thing is fun in a weird way. I'll like look away for 2 seconds and then miss five guys.
I almost last minute that 10-second thing also screwed me up though because I was looking hard at Mooney for $10. I passed on him. It's fine. Yeah, no, I can't actually even get mad. I'm letting these guys go, but I'm looking at the guys I've gotten. Deandre Hopkins for $5 and Dalton Schultz for $4. That's money well spent.
Who got Mooney for $9?
Um, the bots.
Bots. Team 5. I think Team 5's out of money.
Is Team 5 finally out of money? Yeah, I got Team 5 beat a little bit now. And then Team 11's also pretty close to being out of money, so. Ooh, Zach Ertz for 3. That's a nice little pickup there. I really like how Tebow fan's doing it. You just got to make sure you get your guys when you finish off here. My nomination here, huh? Oh, this is a good nomination. One of you guys wants him. Yep, I knew 2 of you guys would want him. For a couple bucks, fill out your rosters, make you spend a couple extra dollars. So
no, Tebow fan's gonna have my number for the rest of the auction.
Yeah, I mean, because Kareem Hunt for $4 is a deal, but he's not one of the running backs I'm targeting. So I need Tebow fan to spend his money. Wait, did he not get him? Who got him?
Tebow
fan. He
didn't
get him. Okay. Oh, and he's going to get Pollard for 5. No, maybe not. I mean, you can get him for whatever price you want. Just remember that, Josh. No one can take this away from you.
I'm going to try.
Oh, man. Team 11 only's got 4 spots to fill. Team 5 has got 4 spots to fill. Interesting. I mean, I'll take Drake London for $2. Why the hell not? I like him. I won't take him for 3, though. I feel like Drake London, I don't even know, necessarily if he'll do it long term, but, rookie year, there are no targets in that offense. I mean, Kyle Pitts is going to have to get something there.
Yeah. I'm not feeling good about him as my number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah. Fucking hate Team 5. Making me spend all my money. But that was legitimately the only real running back I had left in that tier. And that's my number 2 running back. Oh my god. I definitely had to punt running back in this thing. That's okay. These guys are almost all out of money. And there's still a bunch of guys I kind of like here. Seriously, Team 5, fuck you. At least Team 5 doesn't have any more money.
So this is illustrated what happens if you count on the wide receiver market crashing, and it doesn't. And the reason why I got caught with this is because it's my first time doing Superflex this year. Now I know what to watch for. Watch for those players. If players are just sandbagging on quarterback, then you got to make a move earlier. So now I know. Just like it never catches me off guard in actual 1 quarterback drafts because I've seen the pattern so much. Like last week when it didn't crash, I was like, I see what's going on. So I'm glad we did this, even though it's not the most popular broadcast we've ever done.
No, it's going to definitely be. That's fine. Tomorrow's going to be way more popular.
It'll be Patreon only, as Jeff says.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be tomorrow. What we're doing is we're having a first time salary cap guy. My partner for the waiver wire Twitch show that we do every Tuesday, Josh Chuboff. He's never done a salary cap auction, so we're going to have him do it and see. And we're going to bring him over to the right side, not the dark side, the right side, because really every draft should be salary cap, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah.
I hate snake drafts. Like the more I do salary cap, the more I really do.
How did you get Schultz for a 4?
I don't know. You guys will just let me get them.
Dang, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, don't. Oh, you no.
What?
Why'd you take my guy?
Because he was my guy, and I wanted someone to go with Lamar.
You can't love him like I can love him.
Obviously, I can. I spent more for him.
Tomorrow, do a Yahoo 12 teamer too. We'll get back to our roots.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be interesting, though. I don't have any. Yeah, it's just going to be all $1 players for me. But that's okay because my team build is actually pretty fucking strong, I think.
My team is not fully built, man. My car got 3 wheels on it.
Fuck you, teammate.
Max bid too.
That's fine. Get your kicker. I'll figure out which kicker I end up getting, but there's not much I can do about that. Yeah, Tony, you wanted Hopkins to go for 6 instead of 1. I just wanted Hopkins, like, I think second half of the season, I'm going to have him and Diggs as my wide receivers with my quarterback core. I don't even think it matters who my running backs are at this point. I'm just going to absolutely feast, and hell yeah for that. Zach Wilson is my third quarterback, too. I don't know if you noticed me getting him. I thought for $4, he's a great upside play.
Yes.
Like, he was the last of the quarterbacks I actually really would have been happy with getting.
Singletary getting. Wait, who took? Yeah, I got Penny.
Yeah, you got Rashad Penny. I mean, that's a choice you can make, I guess. Not one I would have made personally, but.
I think it's interesting that he went for less than Kenneth Walker. I don't
How
think
much
that's
Kenneth
wrong.
Walker go
I think
for?
it's correct, but it's interesting. I haven't seen that.
Oh, I've seen. I actually. Well, it depends. I think Penny gets nominated early a lot because people want that money out of the pots. I think that's more what's happening here. All right, so I got 7 guys to bid on here with $9 to spend. So a couple of $2 players and a $1 player. Yeah, at this point, I'm just nominating kickers and defenses until I get my guys for $1. And I think we're at a point here where I think Team 5 going $7 on
Dang.
Melvin Gordon. Tebow fan, just to remind you, you can take whoever the fuck you want. You only got 5 bench slots. If that's your guy, don't let him go. Because none of these guys can compete with you. You can pretty much get every player you want.
I gave us 6 bench slots though. Just for the record, I would never do that to people. Superflex league with 5 bench shots. The people who get stuck at quarterback light are already suffering enough. Chase Edmonds is on Miami. I forget that constantly. Every single draft, I forget.
Oh, Tony, I needed running backs, and I know like that kills me. That was my max bid.
Team 7 still does not have a superflex. Six and 7 do not have a second quarterback.
right, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this guy. Let's see. I'm at a nice, easy spot here. I don't even have to pay attention because I can't. I've spent all my money.
Josh, great use of the pass button there. That saved us all like 7 seconds of our lives. Nice job. Seriously. Good use of it. We're going to be done with this draft in just over an hour. I mean, this draft is going to last total just over an hour.
Yeah, I know. It's gone pretty quickly, honestly.
The pass button, plus me being able to strip the time down, plus not a lot of humans back and forthing it.
All right. We got Dan Carlson, #1 kicker in fantasy last year, for $1. Damn it. I don't know. Does it even matter if I pass? Like, if I use a pass button, if I don't have enough to bid?
Does not matter.
Okay, good. I'm so sad you got Scantling. Who got Scantling?
Me.
Oh.
He's my #2 wide receiver behind Drake London.
Yeah. I'm going to say you might need to invest in receivers.
Yeah, that's the plan from here on out. I wanted to be on Woods. Good steal, Tebow fan.
What did he get?
Robert Woods for $1.
Robert Woods? That's not bad.
Yeah.
All right, so I got 5 spots left to get. It looks like I need maybe 2 more running backs, 2 more wide receivers, or 1 running back and 3 more wide receivers. I don't know. It's going to be tough. Yeah, I think I got to go 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers next. I'm going to pass on the Rams because I can't do anything else. And I don't know that I can nominate guys either because you guys all have money. I got to wait till you guys fill up. Oh, Tebow fans filled up.
Gosh, if I could just get a pass button and get the option to turn draft pick time down to bidding time down to 10 seconds in Yahoo, that would be we get so much stuff done.
Tony, did you mean to get a 4th quarterback? I'm kind of curious. Which, to be fair, I don't necessarily hates. And it's not like it cost you anything. I mean, I guess you did.
I should have gotten Kirk.
$2.
I need to stop
Misflick? Okay.
Shy here.
All right. Team 4, you bitch! I should have did a defense there. God, I'm so pissed at that. I knew I should have waited on just nominating him for $1, but I think one of you fuckers would have taken him. Just to spite me. I like it. So if you don't get... Oh, you do have Valdez Scantling. And then you go for Sky Moore? What's the thought process there?
I thought somebody would bid on him.
Yeah, no one has money now.
Yeah, I don't mind giving him for when he blows up late. Though, you know me, at $2 bench. I don't mind getting a rookie on a high-powered offense for that late season push. I didn't have one, so that's why I kind of let myself push the button. But I wasn't planning on winning it. I should get a tight end, shouldn't I? That would help me win games. Tony says the fourth quarterback was a misclick. We've been there.
Yeah.
I'll get Albert O. Cool. Welcome to. I'll get a piece of that Broncos.
Oh. Don't let a bot get Cole Kmet. Come on, Tony. You gonna let this slide?
Josh is out.
Yeah, he's done. Let's look at Josh's team here. He's got Russell Wilson, Austin Eckler, Kareem Hunt, Mike Evans, T. Higgins, Zach Ertz, Allen Robinson, Derek Carr, Evan McPherson, Rams defense, Ryan Tannehill, Tony Pollard, Cordero Patterson, Gabriel Davis, Tyler Lockett, Robert Woods. Solid team. I think you could have beefed up your running back core a little bit. Kareem Hunt is RB2. Makes me a little nervous. Let me see here. I should be paying attention to my nomination here. So, but the receiving core
I think maybe Tony Pollard is RB2.
I mean, he could be, but I want like a guy who's got more guaranteed reps, personally. I just got myself Green Bay's defense, which I think is really nice. All they've been doing is drafting for that defense. And like every year, it's gotten a little bit better to make up for the fact that Aaron Rodgers is a fraud. I've said it. We all thought it. No, Tebow fan, like the core though, Evans, Higgins, and Allen Robinson for your first three wide receivers, especially with Gabe Davis on that bench. I like your receiving core a lot. I like Ryan Tannehill as your third quarterback to go with Derek Carr and Russell Wilson. I would have wanted a more top flight quarterback for Superflex, but I think you got a lot of value in a lot of places, and you have a really balanced team. Let's see. Anyone else done here? Let's see who else is kind of done.
Team 5 is pretty close.
Team 11 is done. Team 11, the auto draft. Alvin Kamara, Antonio Gibson, Mac Jones, DJ Moore, Marquise Brown, George Kittle, Mike Williams, Tua Tagovailoa, Matt Gay, the Bucs defense, Jerry Jeudy, A.J. Dillon, Brandon Cooks, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Devin Singletary,
I like that. I have to turn that
Dawson
off.
Knox.
Oh, okay.
Like, honest to God, like, that team would actually be, like, a lot more interesting to me.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I can change the bot names. I have to click on their name. Wow. I have to put that in your pocket for another broadcast.
Yeah. This is interesting. All right.
Josh says besides using the extra $9 to get a better RB2, he likes his team. Yeah, 100% agreed.
Yeah.
That's why we mock, you know?
But yeah, you definitely got to get that practice in. Like, Team 11 is interesting, our test team, because he's got his quarterback investment's terrible, but he's honestly decently balanced everywhere else. So it's fascinating. That is a viable strategy I've seen done and be successful with, but it's not something I'd be comfortable with because quarterback's actually a pretty safe investment usually. Team 5 is done too now, I think. So let's look at you. You got Tom Brady, J.K. Dobbins, Damian Harris, Devontae Adams, Deebo Samuel, T.J. Hawkinson, Amari Cooper, Jameis Winston, Tyler Bass, San Francisco defense, Kenneth Walker, Michael Thomas, Darnell Mooney, Miles Sanders, Elijah Moore, Melvin Gordon. I'll be honest, like, I would think that was an absurdist draft, except for the second quarterback with Winston.
Interestingly enough, I can click on a human and it'll highlight their team. I cannot click on a bot and do that, which I don't know why you would even program that.
Yeah. Let's see here. So the next most full team, I think, is going to be... God, this is so hard to do on my phone. Doesn't seem to want to... Oh, it's my nomination? Let's see. Who am I nominating here? Let's see. Oh, you let me get him, Tony. I thought you would fight me for Jacoby Myers. I wonder what those $2 are being saved for. That's all right. That makes my life a little bit easier here.
And I'm done.
You're done. Let's see what Evans got. He's got Justin Herbert, Najee Harris, Travis Etienne, Drake London, and Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Mike Gesicki, Rashad Penny, Kyler Murray, Young Hoku, Bills defense, Matt Ryan, Russell Gage, Sky Moore, Albert O, Alan Lazard, Gus Edwards. Your receiving core is a little scary, but I
feel
think
like I
you're
drafted
probably
my
going.
receivers in reverse order for how
Yeah,
valuable they are.
Alan Lazard is the guy. Like Alan Lazard and Marcus Valdez-Scantling are going to make that like worthwhile for you. I think.
Yeah. I'm thinner at running back than I usually ever am too. But I guess my wide receiver depth will make up for that or something.
Yeah. I'm paying attention to Tony here. Like, who's he going for? He's got $2 left. I want to know if it's my guy. Kenneth Gainwell is what I was hoping you would say. No! If I had known you were going to go Kenneth Gainwell, I would have waited on the Khalil Herbert nomination. Who the fuck just took my guy from me? Rasheed White. Team 7, you fucker. Let me see. Let me look at these running backs real quick first before I make this decision. This last faithful decision. Fuck it. Nominate you for $1. I'm going to bet on the Kyle Shanahan running back, and my team is now done. Let's just go. We're just going to go over the absurdist teams, honestly. Unless you think there's a team that's worth noting.
Alec Pierce. No, that's wide receiver. Who's the guy on Houston?
Oh, you're thinking of Mechie?
Pierce.
Was it Mechie who got cancer?
No, who's the guy that's going to be their number one running back that no one knows it yet?
Oh, Damian Pierce. Yeah. No, so here's what we got. So let's look at Evan. Like we mentioned before, we just went over your team. The receiving's a little bit dicey, but with Alan Lazard and Marquez Valdez-Scantling, I feel like you're really good. I love the combination of Etienne and Najee Harris. I hate Rashad Penny, but I like Gus Edwards, so I think you're fine there. I think Gesicki and Albert O is a good kind of one of those guys should be decent enough for you. Matt Ryan is your backup quarterback, but Kyler and Justin Herbert, solid. Josh, we already went over your team. Very balanced with Russell Wilson, Austin Eckler, Kareem Hunt, Mike Evans, T. Higgins, Zach Ertz, Allen Robinson, Derek Carr, Evan McPherson, Rams defense, Tannehill, Pollard, Patterson, Gabriel Davis, Tyler Lockett, and Robert Woods. I don't really care for for Tyler Lockett back there for $3. I feel like you could have got a little bit better. I just don't trust Drew Lock. Basically, I'll take DK Metcalf, but I also always kind of sleep on Tyler Lockett, and I'm always wrong. So maybe that's just me having a weird bias. Tony, you got Joe Burrow, Christian McCaffrey, James Cook, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Pat Freiermuth, Treylon Burks, Dak Prescott, Nick Folk, Chargers defense, Carson Wentz, misclick of Davis Mills, but honestly, not a terrible one. Yeah. Darrell Henderson, Kadarius Toney, Tyler Algier, and Kenneth Gainwell. You got a balanced team, man. Like your running back core is hurting a little bit, especially if McCaffrey goes down, but you got a lot of upside there at running back too, and your wide receiving core is pretty solid. My team is Patrick Mahomes, DeAndre Swift, Ramondre Stevenson, Stephon Diggs, DeAndre Hopkins, Dalton Schultz, Rashad Bateman, Lamar Jackson, Daniel Carlson, the Packers defense, Zach Wilson, Chase Edmonds, Rondell Moore, Jacoby Myers, Khalil Herbert, and Tyrion Davis-Price. I got a lot of risk at my running back core too, and that's what I think I've noticed in a Superflex draft. If you invest in your quarterbacks, your running backs are going to hurt. If you're willing to let one of your quarterback slots go and not go for like 2 top 5 guys, which I did, you can shore up your running back core a little better. Stephon Diggs was a nice value at $25, I think. For a guy who could end up being the number 1 receiver in football this year, I like his odds on that. DeAndre Hopkins for $5, I think, is a steal because in the second half he's going to be a guy. I'll be honest, I like my team the most, but I'm always that guy, so who knows. Mainly because I got the best tight end of the 4 of us. I have Stephon Diggs and DeAndre Hopkins. I'll take those guys over every receiving. I don't know that I will, actually. Tony and Tebow fans' receivers are better. But I don't know. I think I give myself the edge because I got Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, honestly. But I always love me. Who's your favorite team with the 4?
Probably yours.
Okay.
Yeah, Ramondre Stevenson is your Achilles heel, but that's not a bad one.
He's not an Achilles heel. He's going to be the RB1 over there. Like, the more I've gone into this preseason, the more I've been fading Damian Harris. Because as much as I like Damian Harris, like, a lot of his, like, production, and I noticed from DFS, was off of touchdowns. Ramondre, just, like, as a rookie, you could see it. Like, he's going to be the guy. Damian Harris is always, he's a plotter. He's reliable. I like him as a, like, RB3, 4, but I don't think he's got the upside that, Ramondre has. And an offense that's very likely going to run the ball. Like for my RB2, I had to go that was the last guy available in my tier. So I spent a little bit more than I wanted to, but I don't hate it.
Football guys rate my team is still broken.
Yeah,
Can't even find a week old roster.
that's unfortunate. Well, I think Sleeper's had its chance. It's time to start looking at a nice little Yahoo snake draft to let it all hang out.
Yeah, I'm going to throw up a link and then promote it in the Discord, and then we'll have a break.
Okay. Yeah. Let me know when you get that link. When you get the link, I will click on it. We will get in there. I've decided the number 8 spot in all drafts is the best spot to have for snake drafts. That's my favorite spot.
There's one, the one that's firing off the latest is already 4 out of 12 full. Should I wait 3 more minutes for a new one to fire?
I think so.
Okay. I'll make the posts then. I'll prepare the posts.
Yeah, Josh, I agree with that. If that extra $9 went to your second RB, your team is much stronger, but you did really well with your balance.
So I'll put this in the Discord and the Twitch stream in 2 minutes when it fires. When my fires, I mean, says it's ready to go in 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, because I definitely need to go to the bathroom.
My family got home. I need to make sure everything's cool.
That's true. Definitely make sure about that.
They've had a weird
All right.
week. I definitely
Yeah.
think all 4 of us did okay. I think I did the weakest because I was trying to see if the wide receiver market would crash, and I found out no, it didn't. So I'm glad that that
Yeah.
worked out like that.
Yeah, these bots did not let that market crash, which is
And now I
really
know how to,
fascinating.
and now I know how to recognize that in Superflex.
Yeah.
It's fun to do that because I'm so dialed in on one quarterback where I'm like I'm always catching it when it's about to crash. When it's not going to crash, I'm catching it like by nomination 3. So it's nice to be like, wow, I messed up. Got to learn some more stuff. I love learning stuff. That's my favorite hobby is learning things.
I think Evan will be a better person to answer that question. I don't really like. I might have a budget on the top half of my draft, but I tend to just kind of see where I think I have these internal values in my head. I don't write it down. Oh, when I think someone's going for try to get all of those guys
Yeah, I think sure.
a lot of the time.
I think sure. Josh asked 64 on quarterback, 58 on RB, 62 on wide receiver. Do you think spending about that amount
Yeah.
on each position is a legit budget to figure? Sure, I might jack up your quarterback budget $10. Just better
Yeah.
safe than sorry. You know, I mean, our quarterback budget is $100. Oh, this is ready to go. Let me. Oh,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna pick spot 8. For some reason, I heard that was good.
That's fine. I wasn't
I'm
going.
just kidding.
I wasn't.
I'm
I
just
can. I wasn't going to pick spot 8 on this one anyway.
All right.
Let's get that
It's
link
in
here.
the
All right.
Discord. Oh, sorry, it's in the Twitch, and it's in the Discord. All right, people, we will return.
Yeah, I'm going into back end of this draft. I'll be back in a little bit.
Tony's in. All right, we filled up. We got Josh in here. That's good. Tony's in here. Wally, thank God. We are Plasma. I believe that is somebody. I'm going to post. Who was in this mock?
We back?
Yeah, I'm seeing who's in this muck. I think We Are Plasma is one of us. Tony and Josh are in here, which is good. While we figure this out, Wally, what would you say? Everyone's got a BML, a big money league. May not be the league that you win the most money in, but it's the league that you care most about than anything. What the saying is, I'd rather have a win in my big money league and lose every single one of my other leagues. What's your big money league?
Honestly, at this point, it's the Absurdist Experts League.
Nice.
I still haven't won that. I am the only person in it to have made the playoffs every year.
I gotta fire that one up.
Huh?
I gotta set that up.
Yeah. No, that's the league I care about the most. Because it's all guys who are hardcore nerds. It's a super flex. It's a salary cap. It's more fun. It's competitive throughout.
When do we usually
do
that?
And that doesn't even cost any money. I do think we should make it tight end premium this year.
Okay.
I'm going to throw that out there again.
I'll just do it. I don't need votes.
Yeah.
God, these are all really good people.
Yeah.
Should we boot Will?
Oh, the guy who stopped showing up to the Twitch shows last year? Yeah, we probably should.
Okay.
And then the last place person needs to get booted, right? Because isn't that what the gimmick we were going to do?
Oh, I forgot I did that.
The rotating bottom two.
Yeah. Oh, who is it going to be?
Will's going to be.
Okay,
Will's going to be one of them. But
Will separately, and Carl, I'm so sorry. Maybe next year win more than one game.
Yeah, that's what it is. You gotta, and then we'll figure out who's getting those two spots.
Yeah, I wonder how you do that.
You know, I think we should do a contest for that.
Definitely.
Actually, for one of the spots at least.
Yeah, what kind of contest?
I don't know. We'll have to think about it. If you guys have any ideas for a contest for the last spot in our Experts League.
Yeah. I'll post it in the Discord.
No. But I think there were a couple of guys that wanted to get in on that. Honestly, I feel like Tony should have a shot at that first spot to get in. For the amount of content he's doing, he's definitely a football absurdity expert.
Okay, I can grandfather Tony in. Because he's on staff.
He's on staff, and I think that staff guys should get the first shot at that. Assuming Tony wants in. Tony, I assume you want in on the experts auction, salary cap, Superflex auction league, 14-man, hardcore. Are you ready to do this, motherfucker? Draft. I will say, to touch on something that was said earlier, I'm sad I am not British or Australian, so I can't use. So if I use the word cunt, I just sound like a dick, because cunt is the most fun word to say. As long as it's not to a woman, very clear. Never say it to a woman, because otherwise you're being a cunt. What is Tony saying? Are you getting the fact that I'm referring to that? I remember this comic. We were at an open mic, and he was doing this bit where he was talking about some ex-girlfriend, and then he called her a cunt, and then everything, just a minute in, it went silence. And instead of backing off, he doubled down. I swear to God, he used the word 47 more times in his next 4 minutes. And the only person was laughing was me in the back. I was dying because of how awful it was going. And what he was saying was still kind of funny. But no one wanted to acknowledge how funny it was, which just makes it funny. There's nothing more fun than watching your friends bomb on stage. When you find what they're doing hilarious. And also could have told them, yeah, that was a bad idea.
Well, it still says you won the Experts League last year.
I did not win the Experts League last year.
It still says it. It says you beat Dave. Who's Dave?
I don't think that's true. It just seems so unlikely that I won.
It's a hard league to win. I've never come close.
Here's the reason why I don't think I won. If I won, I'm pretty sure I would have been crowing about it immediately after, and I have no recollection of me like bragging. So it's very unlikely that I won. Did Jeff win that the last 2 years?
He won it the 2 years before.
Yeah, well, I know. I still have my Andy Dalton action figure.
Awesome.
That was my favorite thing. First year of the Experts League. In the finals, it's me and Football Absurdity co-founder Jeff Crisco, and he told me that he was going to beat me with Andy Dalton, and then he proceeded to beat me with Andy Dalton, and then a couple of weeks later, in the mail, I get an Andy Dalton action figure. Like, hold on, actually, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get that.
Why isn't the record book open for this damn league? Why doesn't it just let me click? Most of the leagues let me just click. Right. Where is it? Right here, they let me click to like all-time finishes. Like, look at this. This is my big money league here.
2 weeks after
right here, all time.
Suffering inglorious defeats, I received this.
I may still have a mitten box.
Yeah.
That's bigger than I thought it was.
Oh yeah, it's pretty fucking sweet. I think it's hilarious. I love this guy. He's got a nice spot in the living room. Oh, has this draft started yet? No. How much time do we got left?
Like a minute.
We got like 5 minutes until this thing starts. And everyone's here at least.
Refresh. Don't forget, Yahoo does that hang.
It says 5 minutes until it starts.
Refresh it.
Refresh it?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yahoo hangs. I don't know why it does that.
How is that even a thing? That's so weird. Yeah. Oh, maybe timestamp that showing the action figure.
All right.
Or here, I'll do it for the commercial. In the Football Absurdity Experts League, Jeff Crisco, in our inaugural season, Jeff Crisco, Football Absurdity co-founder, and I found ourselves in the finals. And Jeff Crisco told us in a Superflex League that he was going to beat me with Andy Dalton. And then he beat me with Andy Dalton. And, you know, I thought nothing of it until 2 weeks later, in my mailbox, I got this. So you want top-tier trash talk, you go to Jeff Crisco for this very wonderful... Let's see, what are some of the other ones on the back of this box, actually, now that I'm looking at it? Oh, my God. How old was this thing? It's got Peyton Manning, Robert Griffin III, Ray Rice, Ray Lewis, Antonio Brown, Vernon Davis, Arian Foster, Andy Dalton, and Jordy Nelson for the McFarland collector level here. Here's the McFarland collector level here. Actually, this is a pretty sweet action figure, so if you're into this kind of stuff, I don't even know if action figure is the correct word for it, but whatever.
Yeah, Andy Dalton was pretty stable in the pocket.
Yeah, Andy Dalton I always felt was very underrated. Like, it wasn't necessarily his fault those teams lost. It was just they never really had the weapons. Like, they were never quite as good as the teams Peyton Manning. Like, there's only so much you can do when you're going up against Peyton Manning and Tom Brady every year in the playoffs. Like, it's not Andy Dalton's fault that he's Andy Dalton, and I think it's very unfair that we hold it against him.
I did it. I'm removing the teams. I'm swinging the axe right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Carl. I feel bad deleting Carl's team. Not so much Will's team. All right.
Carl knew the rules.
Tony, I'll send you a link.
Yeah.
I remember we specifically did that because everybody wants in the league, and we're like, it's not fair that it's just kind of locked everywhere. Let's make it kind of fun.
No, I think that's a much better way of doing it too, because that adds a little element. Like, I'll tell you right now, I don't want to be the Football Absurdity co-founder who gets kicked out of his own Experts League because he did so bad. Like that's not something you want on your resume.
Yeah, I
That
definitely
doesn't
paid
motivate
attention
you
down
to
the
play.
stretch in that league. I
Oh yeah,
was third from the bottom.
yeah.
Josh wants to know how do you balance being in several leagues, but also be able to give them enough time for it to be worth it.
I
Uh,
always find that interesting. It doesn't take any extra real time for me if I'm in 10 or 20 or 100 leagues because I'm all checking my rosters at once and I'm looking for the same guys in the waiver wire. Some waiver wires have it, some guys don't. Some guys I need more work. Some teams they need more work than others, but for the most part, once I've drafted a team, I'm doing all my like in-house maintenance at once. I'm not super obsessive about like following the news and trying to grab a free agent guy immediately. Like it's awesome if you're that person who can do that, but I am not.
yeah, I have that whole bench strategy where my bench is most of it is good for the rest of the year at different points, so I don't have to do as much roster construction throughout the year. That's how I manage it.
And even with the amount of putting in, I'm very active on my waiver wire. I'm usually putting in multiple transactions a week, and I will look for free agent guys if I think that like something's come up. But if someone's obsessing over it, they'll beat me to those guys. But all waiver wire moves are kind of lottery picks anyway. It's why it's important to have a good foundation in your draft, and then just making sure you spend that time Tuesday before your waiver wire is clear to make sure that you got your guys queued up, and then after that it's just maintenance.
Another big thing is
Checking before
I
the
don't do snake drafts, so I'm not all the guys on my team are guys I really wanted. It's not like I had to pick a guy because it was my turn or whatever. Good question. Good question. This is my big money league. It's our 20th anniversary. It's our 21st season. We are going to Reno, and I actually get to go. I didn't get to go last year because of my family health issues, but people in my family stepped up, and I'm going to go to Reno for 4 days, which is a vacation that even I do say so to myself, is much deserved on my part. Oh, Kyle King. What's up, Kyle King? Let me see if I have a thing to the Kyle King show here. Uh, Kyle King says, Evan, I need you to yell at Brylo in the Discord about his lack of trading me CeeDee Lamb in our dynasty. Please and thank you. I'll do that at the next break after this round's done. Let me give a link real quick to Kyle King's show because Kyle King's cool and he's a friend of the Football Absurdity.
all right. So how's this going? Jonathan Taylor, Cooper Cup going second. So someone didn't see my comments about how I wouldn't even take Cooper Cup fifth. I don't like taking running backs in the first five like spots or wide receivers early in a snake draft. Like after the seventh or eighth spot, I'll start taking the top tier wide receivers because I like those guys better than some of my running backs. But at the same time, I'm very much my first two rounds are almost always going to be running back, running back.
All right, there's Kyle King's show. You should check him out.
All right.
He runs a fun show. They do wrestling and Rocket League and fantasy football.
Yeah. Kyle King, I got to say, I'm going to side with Brylo on this one. I think that you should not be getting guys that awesome.
Dynasty, nonetheless.
Damn, I did not think Stefon Diggs was going to go. I was hoping to get him on this little snake turnaround here. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to have some fun. So now I got to figure out how the next part of this draft is going to go. Man, T. Higgins has been shooting up ADP the last couple of weeks. The only question I have is why wasn't he that much higher before?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like anything happened.
Yeah, this is interesting. I'm wondering how the 12th spot's going to be for me. Like on the first part, I kind of like that I went Javonte Williams, DeAndre Swift here at the start. I think it's a solid move on my parts. Let's see. Ooh.
Yeah, it's nice to get two running backs when you have the end cap there. What's your strategy going forward?
Take the best players. I mean, I don't really give a shit about like I can find wide receiver value better if I think there's a good running back left, but at the same time, like I would like one of my wide receivers I've got highlighted. If
See,
Josh Allen somehow falls to me, I will take him.
this is why I don't do snake. Because I'm like, yeah, I pass.
You get, like you got to do what you got to do what the board tells you to do. Basically, it's how I kind of look at that.
Cal says he's offering two 2023 firsts and either Josh Jacobs or Elijah Mitchell, his choice, for CeeDee Lamb.
I will tell you that I will say that's a really good trade offer. Having said that, I still would. I love me some CeeDee Lamb, so that's going to be a tough one for me to part with. Oh, this is interesting.
Barkley went. I was hoping Barkley would fall to me.
Oh, I would have been surprised if he did. I like Barkley, but I also don't like Barkley this year. I think I've been burned by him too many years, so I'm a little gun shy. But I also feel like he's such a prime candidate for comeback player of the year.
That's why I like salary cap, because I'm like, you going for mid-30s or below? I'll take that. If not, whatever.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. Like, I think there's a very good chance I don't get any of the receivers I want here, which will make me sad. But at the same time, that just means I'll get a running back I really like.
All these guys suck. I want Kyle Pitts, but I already have Mark Andrews. I hate snake draft.
Yeah. They ended up with Etienne.
Sure.
It's a solid pick. It's a guy I had up there. I think Etienne's ADP on this server is way too low, too. Because he was all the way down, like, he should have been a late fourth. And I'll tell you right now, he wouldn't have gotten past me.
Kyle King is saying something in the chat that only a Dynasty guy can understand, which is not me. If you want to take a look. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like redraft. I want to play with new toys every year.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see how this is going to go. You know what? I'm thinking of doing something a little crazy here. Do I want to get crazy is a question. It depends on what Ernie here does. I'm really waiting to see what Ernie's deciding to do. Ernie's really taking his time here. Okay. Well, you said that you really kind of wanted Kyle Pitts there. I will tell you, you would not have gotten him back because Kyle Pitts is the guy that I really, really like. But the thing that I'm thinking of that might be a little crazy that I don't normally do in drafts like this, I'm going to take my other love, Lamar Jackson. So now my team is Lamar Jackson, Kyle Pitts, DeAndre Swift, and Javonte Williams. Because I feel like I'm going to be able to find value at wide receiver later, so there's no point in worrying about it.
No.
Let's see how.
Now I'm stuck hoping a wide receiver falls to me. That's not going to fall to me. Snake draft is so weird, man.
You should get someone who falls to you. I mean, I think Mike Williams and like Jalen Waddle and Allen Robinson are all guys that should come back to you with this next pick.
I want Mike Williams. I don't want Robinson or Waddle.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I like Robinson more than I like Mike Williams this year. Waddle, I'm about with too many mouths to feed over there, and I have a feeling they're going to try to force feed Tyreek.
Miami's weird. I don't want weird stuff.
And you were right.
You were right. Williams, of course. Let's just do. Do I want Dobbins or Jacobs?
I think Dobbins probably has a little bit more upside based on his offense.
And this is my flex, so I can wait. I can play the waiting game while he heals up.
Yeah. So let's see. Tony here. He's got Tyreek Hill, Michael Pittman, and Jonathan Taylor. He went with his first three picks. I like Pittman. You're betting a lot on Indianapolis' offense showing up. But George Kittle with the fourth pick is a nice little turnaround move. And then, and Patrick Mahomes. Oh, right away, that swing turned it around for me a little bit.
Yeah,
Tyreek Hill, I like this year though. Tyreek Hill is too like
perfect. This one
he's
didn't
too.
get sniped.
All right, let's see. Josh here, he's got T. Higgins, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler, James Conner, Allen Robinson. I love his startup so far. Like that makeup, that looks real good. I got to figure out what I want to do here. I'm a little sad about Marquise Brown falling there.
Yeah, I was between him and Sutton. I picked Sutton. I've been picking Marquise Brown. I wanted to switch it up.
You know what? Let's Bateman and Mooney for my 2 wide receivers to go along with that running back core. I got to tell you, my team is kind of disgusting. Lamar Jackson, Darnell Mooney, Rashad Bateman, DeAndre Swift, Javonte Williams, Kyle Pitts.
That's good.
I might have to go back and say the 12th spot might be my favorite spot.
Did you get Mooney in the 6th?
I mean, I got him in the 5th,
swing?
6th swing.
What the hell? That's ridiculous. Because Mooney's way better than that.
He's rated a lot lower though, which is kind of silly.
That's nuts.
But like honestly, like there were other guys I like more that were higher up, but I had to take him there because let's be honest, like he wasn't coming back to me, not after 23 picks. And that's something to be aware of. If you like a guy, don't worry about his ADP. If he's not going to come back to you and you want him on your team, you fucking get him. As simple as that. Always get your guy. Don't worry about where other people are valuing guys at, because other people can be stupid. Yeah. So I lost out a little bit on running back depth, I think. But I'm also okay with that because I love my starters. I'm trying to figure out how I want to play this. So, let's look at, I don't know, who are the Discord guys here? I got you. Let's see, I didn't look at your team, Evan. You got Cortland Sutton, Christian McCaffrey, Travis Etienne, Mark Andrews, J.K. Dobbins, Tony Pollard. I like it.
I also have this guy now. Russell Wilson.
Is VR Plasma, is he one of ours? Did you say?
Let's go over his or theirs, because I'm not sure. I feel like they are.
Justin Herbert, Mike Williams, Juju Smith-Schuster, Dalvin Cook, Leonard Fournette, Dallas Goedert, Ezekiel Elliott. It's a pretty well-balanced team. And I like that he's got the Justin Herbert, Mike Williams double dip. Oh, this is interesting. You can go way down here, though, I think. Oh, where did he go? Who took Hopkins? Tony.
It's always Tony.
And Stevenson. Damn it, Tony. My biggest problem with Tony is that, like, him and I share a brain. So it really makes it difficult. Yeah, so you got a little flashback. His RB2 is Ramondre Stevenson. But if you look at that, Hopkins as your, oh, good God. Like, in mid-season form, you could have Reek, Pittman, and Hill as your wide receivers with Patrick Mahomes, George Kittle, Jonathan Taylor. That's a really sexy-looking team, I'll tell you what. Oh, I'm going to be so sad here when he takes my player. Who did he take? Not my player. Good.
Elijah Moore. Kenneth Walker. Ah, Kenneth Walker's still on the board?
Yes, he was.
Is he? Let's see. Penny's ranked 73rd. Walker's ranked 79th. Ah, the bargain is done with Kenneth Walker. The word is out.
Always scroll down.
The word is out.
Unless you're on ESPN's platform, which doesn't apparently want you to scroll down. Because why the fuck would you ever want to look at... Just trust that their ADP rankings are right. Obviously, I don't trust it because you're
Obviously, I
fucking...
want Nick Chubb for $23.
Yeah.
Let's go with this guy.
Yeah. Oh, this is some fun stuff. Let's see. You know what? You're a decent, long shot late in the draft.
Who's the slot guy in Tampa Bay? Is it Gage? Is it Julio?
I mean, I don't think they know.
Because I want that guy with their center being injured.
Apparently, the guy I keep hearing hyped up in camp, which kind of makes sense because he's always been kind of underrated. He was a guy I've always found underrated. Was Tim Patrick. Like, I think he just got a contract extension this offseason.
I hear he's looking good in camp.
Yeah.
That's
what I just said.
Guy. Don't take my guy, Josh. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have my pointer hovering over my guy while I say don't take my guy.
Yeah, don't take this guy right over here.
All right, Russell Gage is listed as the slot guy. So, Tom Brady loves to fire it off to the slot guy. We know that. And I knew that because I wrote a piece on that. I knew that. And with the center being gone, I don't think Tom Brady's gonna have a lot of time for the deep guys to develop. I'll do Russell Gage. I'm happy with that. Let's see, Cortland Sutton, Amon Ra, Russell Gage. I think I'm set at wide receiver. I think I just want to shore up my running backs, maybe. What do we got here?
Are you Ernie?
I am not Ernie.
Okay.
I am Football Absurdity Discord.
No, I know. I was looking at you like you're talking like you're making the pick now, and I'm wondering.
I know it's weird.
Like,
it's weird that I'm talking. I usually don't think aloud.
Who did Ernie take? Trey Lance? Okay, cool. I think I'm gonna go Zard and Scantling. So let's look at my team right now. How are we looking? That is not my team. That's Tony's team. Oh, I see you got Melvin Gordon and Chris Godwin to go along with that. I like what Tony's doing with his draft. Let's look at some of these other drafts here. Josh over here has got T. Higgins, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler, James Conner, Zach Ertz, Allen Robinson, Kareem Hunt, Adam Thielen, Ronald Jones II. You might want to get a quarterback at some point, Josh. Evans got Russell Wilson.
He's going to get Derek Carr in every league we do.
You know what? I have no problem with that. I think that's a nice little long shot play, but I would say any league I'm getting Derek Carr in, I'm also taking a second running back or a second quarterback. We got Russell Wilson for Evan, Cortland Sutton, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Christian McCaffrey, Travis Etienne, Mark Andrews, J.K. Dobbins, Tony Pollard, Russell Gage, Damian Pierce. Okay, I can dig it. Let us look at We Are Plasma. You got Justin Herbert, Mike Williams, Juju Smith-Schuster, Dalvin Cook, Leonard Fournette, Dallas Goedert, Ezekiel Elliott, Devontae Smith, Tyler Bass, and Okay, now I don't think he's one of ours because he's auto-drafting.
Oh, that's not us.
Yeah, he's got a defense and a kicker. So now I am no longer going to look at his team. I can't tell if Ernie is auto-drafting or not. He's got the little auto-draft thing next to him, but he's taking his time. Now, let's look at me here. We got Lamar Jackson, Darnell Mooney, Rashad Bateman, DeAndre Swift, Javonte Williams, Kyle Pitts, Elijah Moore, Kenneth Walker III, Alan Lazard, and Marquez Valdes-Scantling. I think this might be my favorite draft position. I can't this is a team I would kill for in a salary cap league. These are all guys I want on my team.
Oh, I'm out of running backs. I can't pick any more running backs.
That's good for me. All right. Let's go with Gus Edwards. And I think I'm going to go with Rashid White here.
Okay, and Kyle King Show wants you to rate his Dynasty League. So let's rate it based
Oh, I'm sorry,
on.
man. I've been so focused here. So here's your situation. You got Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Tyler Lockett as your top 3 wide receivers, and you're about to trade Chase for A.J. Brown, Davis Mills, and those 2 firsts. Ooh. That's a good trade. That's a good return for Chase. Like, I almost want to be like, I don't know if I would make that trade, but you're getting A.J. Brown and 2 2023 firsts. Ooh, that's a really good return for Chase. That's selling high. I can respect that. Then I want to send those firsts and the running backs mentioned above to try to trade to have a wide receiver core of A.J. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, and Waddle. I mean, honestly, the only thing I would say is, why not just keep Chase at this point? At that point, if you're just going to flip all of that investment, like, don't get me wrong, I'm a CeeDee Lamb truther. I love CeeDee Lamb, but Jamar Chase is the man. Like, if I have to pick between the two, I'm still picking Jamar Chase as the guy I want on my team. I assume that's a super flex team. Holy shit! I like that roster though. You got Burrow, Brady, and Tannehill. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Like, you might know that one of the guys who's in your. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think I'm getting in the middle of a marital dispute here, is what I'm hearing, based on Tony's last response.
Oh, is Tony in that league?
Yeah. Waleed, stop. Makes me think that, like.
Am I in that league?
I don't know. I'm kind of wondering. Well, I guess the real question is, why am I not in this league? Oh, good God. What is my team here? I don't have enough running backs. Do I? Maybe I do have enough running backs. I got to figure out what I'm doing next. Yeah, I got Swift, Gus. Oh, yeah, no. Okay, I can dig this. We'll go in Rondell Moore. We'll go on Packers defense. Okay. I always forget how, after doing a salary cap, I'm amazed at how quickly a snake draft goes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, at this point. So let's look at some of these final rosters here, because I think these teams are looking pretty complete here. Tony's got Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Michael Pittman, Jr., Jonathan Taylor, Ramondre Stevenson, George Kittle, DeAndre Hopkins, Melvin Gordon III, Chris Godwin, Kenneth Gainwell, Khalil Herbert, Kadarius Toney, Tyler Algier. So he's just got a kicker and defense to go. I like the bench. I like where Tony went with his team. Let's look at Josh here. Aaron Rodgers is your quarterback. Man, you waiting for a quarterback did not hurt you at all. 2-time MVP, or the last 2 MVPs, I should say. You got Aaron Rodgers, T. Higgins. Okay, and Tony filled up his team with Philadelphia Eagles defense and Robbie Gould. Gould was the number 1 kicker in my top Q, so fuck you, Tony. Aaron Rodgers, T. Higgins, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler, James Conner, Zach Ertz, Allen Robinson II, Kareem Hunt, Adam Thielen, Ronald Jones, Chase Claypool, J.D. McKissick, Garrett Wilson, Younghoe Koo, and the New England defense. And Mr. Evan Hubler has Russell Wilson, Cortland Sutton, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Christian McCaffrey, Travis Etienne, Mark Andrews, J.K. Dobbins, Tony Pollard, Russell Gage, Damian Pierce, Alexander Madison, Treylon Burks, and Tim Patrick. Matt Prater at kicker, and the Baltimore Ravens defense. And finally, we have the Waleed. Lamar Jackson, Darnell Mooney, Rashad Bateman, DeAndre Swift, Javonte Williams, Kyle Pitts, Elijah Moore, Kenneth Walker III, Alan Lazard, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Gus Edwards, Rashid White, Rondell Moore, and Dustin Hopkins. I'm going to say it, man. I think I won this draft. My team is real sexy. I need some running back depth, especially because I think DeAndre Swift is an injury concern. But I love that I have Lamar Jackson and Kyle Pitts to go along with that. And I got all my sleeper wide receivers, Darnell Mooney, Rashad Bateman, Elijah Moore, Alan Lazard, and Marquez Valdez-Scantling. These are all guys I think are going to way outperform their ADP. So I'm very happy with that. I want to go back to Kyle's team here because I was in the middle of the broadcast going for that. You'd rather have CD, AJ, and Waddle over Chase, Waddle, and Lockett. I mean, I can't fault that logic. I am, if you heard me earlier, I'm not a big fan of the. I'm not a big fan of Tyler Lockett, but I like, especially this year with Drew Lock. But Tyler Lockett always feels like he's doing like he proves me wrong. But he's also like, is he the wrong side of 30 at this point? If he's not, he's close to it. But Burrow, Brady, Tannehill in a super flex. That's a solid quarterback core. I love me some Joe Burrow. Tom Brady, I mean, he led the league in passing last year. Najee Harris is one of my favorite running backs. I think David Montgomery this year is going to be a huge breakout guy. In a contract year, David Montgomery has always been underrated. I'm a Bears homer, so understand that. Antonio Gibson is your number 3 running back as far as I'm concerned. A.J. Dillon, Mack, Sermon, like Hubbard, those guys are fine. But honestly, like, you're in a dynasty league. Running back depth drops off a cliff. It always does. Let's see. Wide receiver, you got Higgins, Juju, Devontae, Judy, Godwin, Cooks. That's a strong wide receiving core. Dawson Knox, Hayden Hurst is meh at tight end. Like, in my rookie draft, I might be looking at that Iowa guy. I think drafted by the Cardinals. What's his name? I haven't actually been looking at tight ends in any of my dynasty leagues, so those names don't pop off the top of my head here. Let me see. I'm going to have to Google that real quick now because I'm feeling stupid. Rookie Arizona tight end. Does it tell me who it is? Oh, Trey McBride. Okay, I had the team right. I had the position right. Trey McBride's someone I might be looking at in the second round because I think that he's maybe my favorite tight end in this draft from a dynasty standpoint. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah. No, Josh, you had a good team. I think we all had pretty good drafts. I love a lot of what Tony did with his team. I think Evan had a solid draft. Evan always has a good draft because he knows who he wants and he doesn't worry about ADP. So, and Evan and I usually have fairly similar trains of thought on this. Evan, did you win this draft? Is that what that ranking is saying?
Is that good?
I guess.
Okay.
Except for the fact that we think that ESPN rankings are garbage. And I noticed that Tony and me are somewhere in the middle, even though I liked our drafts a lot. Josh was second. What do we think? I think we want to try to do one more. I think that we're not having...
People are still watching, so yeah.
People are still watching, then I'm ready to go. All right, guys, we're still watching, and if you want to participate in this, let us know that you're in there, too. I will rate your team while it's going if I know that your team is there. If I think you're a bot, you can go fuck yourself. I am very anti-AI. I know the machines are taking over eventually, but I will do it under protest. Oh, Tony's leaving.
Bye, Tony.
See,
Thanks for coming.
Tony just stuck around long enough to steal my players.
I don't know what to do, y'all. All these drafts are filled up. I don't want to wait 12 minutes. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait, it's firing in 1 minute. Let's get one that's firing in 5.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wait and I'll pounce here. God, these fill up fast. Yes, Kyle, we always need you an extra. We love people from the Twitch to be in here because then Wally talks about their team, which is the most interesting part.
Yeah, absolutely. Get in.
Should we just do a 14-teamer? Those are more wide open.
Oh, good God. 14-teamer just sounds depressing, but yeah, let's do it. Let's hate ourselves.
Okay, let's hate ourselves. Paste in the link in the Twitch and the Discord. All right, and I plugged it in the Discord. Am I in this? Okay, yes. All right, let's see who joins in here. God, these are so popular. How's Salary Cap doing? That was getting popular the other day. No. Wait, what?
What's happening?
Oh, I forget they fire after doing this nonstop salary cap or snake draft thing where they fire every 5 minutes. I go into salary cap, and I guess they just fired because there's literally nobody there, and drafts go far back as 45 minutes. I wish they would do that.
Right?
I wish they would do that in Snake. I don't like the thought that people want to get in and they can't get in. All right, Kyle's in. Josh is in.
Tony left.
Tony left. Let's see. Who else is doing this? Let us know if you let us know.
Yeah, guys, if you feel like doing a standard mock draft, and we will do a rating of your team as it's going on. Like, I'll jump on in if you're watching. Feel like getting your fantasy football on.
I definitely feel like I'm not horrible at snake draft anymore. That thing I do, I always feel awkward when I just scroll down to pick my guy, but that doesn't feel as awkward anymore once I look at my team in the end.
No, and it shouldn't be, because the thing you have to remember is that's Yahoo's ranking system. And Yahoo doesn't know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to ranking players, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Nor does ESPN or anyone else. Everyone has their own weird ranking tiers, but like they're not based off of any kind of real ADP. Let's see, what was my grade on that too? I feel like I got a bad grade from them. Yeah, they gave me a C+, which I think is insane to me. I got, like, look at, seriously, DeAndre Swift, Javonte Williams, Kyle Pitts, Lamar Jackson, Darnell Mooney, Rashad Bateman, Elijah Moore, Kenneth Walker, Alan Lazard, Marquise Valdez-Scantling, Gus Edwards, Rashad White, Rondell Moore, Packers defense, Dustin Hopkins. How is that a C+? That's just insane. That's a fundamental lack of understanding on how to build a team. I have arguably, as far as I'm concerned, I got a top 3 tight end, top 3 quarterback. I have 2 running backs who should be low-end RB1s, high-end RB2s. They're in that range, and they have the ability to, like, exceed that. I got a whole bunch of breakout wide receivers, the primary targets on their offense, too. And only, and they
with
all have
IXL,
good
not only does Charlie
Bateman's
get
got,
extra.
Lamar Jackson, Elijah Moore's got Zach Wilson, so maybe not. Marquez Valdez-Scantling's got Mahomes. Lazard's got Aaron Rodgers, and of course, Darnell Mooney has the GOAT, Justin Fields. Like, I'm offended by that C+ grade.
I, looking at my team, have all guys that I want, which usually doesn't happen in Snake.
Yeah, same with me. That 12
Maybe
spot means
Tim Patrick in Baltimore. Okay, I get it now. I get how to do this.
Yeah.
If you're new, I don't do Snake. Like, I only do auction, so only do salary cap. So it's weird. So 14 teams. How's that going to change things, Waleed?
It's gonna get a lot. Like, your early picks are going to matter a lot more. So, like, reaching on ADP and stuff like that will make a difference. And a 14-man, I'm much more likely to punt my quarterback position because I want to fill up running backs, wide receivers early. Because the bottom on those will drop out way faster. I went with the number 6 pick because I'm really curious to see how that's going to work in a 14-man. I know who I like, but whether that's who I get will be something else. Let's see. Where are we at? 30 seconds. How's the clock so wrong here?
Yeah, it's Yahoo.
It's such a weird thing. Like, it's not something that should happen.
It screws me up when I'm trying to coordinate giant events like this, and I get the time wrong, so it's going to mess me up when I start doing our countdown timer in August. That, like, I just got to remember.
Yeah. Well, at least we're launching in 3, 2... Oh, shit, we launched 10 minutes ago. Oh, good God. Man, we got to fill up those sleeper mocks with like Twitch followers because that's way faster.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll get people way more likely to be interested in the salary cap when they know you can hit a pass button. The pass button is like the greatest thing ever invented.
Yeah, I guess people just aren't into Superflex drafts. I thought that was kind of a dud.
I don't know that that's. I think they are. We're still not in August yet. Like I think
That's
like
true.
we're 2 weeks away from people being hardcore about mocking everything.
That is true. Just having an audience is kind of impressive to me.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, you guys who are watching, you are the hardcore fantasy football people, which means you are our people.
Josh points out that him and Waleed and I are we're almost back to back to back. There's one person in between us. Kyle's going number one. I think that's it for the Twitch this week. It's not like last weekend where we had 13 football absurdity people in that salary cap draft. That was wild.
Yeah, that was a fun one too. All right, this draft is coming. It's getting ready to start. Let's see who are my top 6 guys here. I don't know that I can buy Coop's ADP. I feel like I get that his season last year was so good, but the idea that he's going to repeat that just seems so unlikely to me.
Ooh, Yahoo's Premium has a trade analyzer where it recommends trades. How do you think? I'm surprised they even.
I want to see how it compares to the Watson.
Yeah,
IBM.
after the Watson debacle, I wouldn't even put that in there.
Oh, that'll be fun.
If anyone's not gone to ESPN's Watson and had it recommend you a trade, it's wow, it's not good.
No,
all right, who's auto drafting? One person, Harold.
Man, for a 14 man, this is gonna be interesting. Well, I know what I'm looking for. We'll see if I get it.
I don't know what I want until I see it.
I have 2 guys that I pretty much have targeted that should fall to me.
All right, who's Kyle going with? Number 1 overall.
I think it was a bold move that Kyle's going with Dalton Cook here.
This is HPPR, right?
Yeah. Jonathan Taylor. Wow, what a reach. I've never seen anyone go for him there. Yeah, Cup at second is just insane to me.
It's only HPPR.
Yep. And regardless, I'm pretty much where I think I want to be.
Harold has showed up, but Maka has bailed, and oddly enough, it's still making us wait.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I think Maka's just left once they saw they didn't get Cooper Kupp at number 3. They got mad and rage quit.
Yep, sounds like
instead of being happy that they got Austin Eckler. Really? Dalvin Cook over Austin Eckler? Do you watch football?
What was that?
I said Dalvin Cook over Austin Eckler. Do you watch football?
No, but was that what I said? Was that a robot?
Maybe. I think that was a person. I thought that was a person.
Maybe it is a person. It just says it's a robot because that doesn't make any sense.
Regardless, I'll be happy with my Najee Harris here. Najee Harris has been going up in price and salary caps. I'm seeing him going for almost 70 in a lot of places, which makes me angry because I want people to undervalue him.
We've had a couple of battles over Najee Harris that have gone into the stratosphere and been kind of weird. Gator fan said he was planning on going Henry, but he got Eckler. Well, that's fine. That's the right
honestly,
kind of mistake to make.
Yeah, either way, you're good.
Yeah. Plus, don't you want to watch Los Angeles Chargers every weekend and root for that awesome offense? Nobody wants to root for the stinky Tennessee offense. Joe Mixon. Maka's here. So we're all here. Good.
Good.
All right. Let's see. Justin Jefferson 10th, I think, is a pretty good haul.
JJ went 10th.
Yep.
Interesting. Yeah, I would. I had him way higher than that. Maybe not way higher. I had him 9th. Ooh, DeAndre Swift 12th makes me sad, but also that's where he should be going, so I'm not that sad about it. Let's see. That could be an interesting thing to do if that ends up working out that way. This is a 14-man. I'm thinking of doing a strategy I don't normally do.
What?
Oh, it doesn't even matter. Someone took Josh Allen 16th. I was like, if Josh Allen comes back to me, maybe I take him there and see what the fuck happens. But I was not given that option.
I don't think I can go Mark Andrews here, like I did last time, because I need a running back quite badly.
I mean, in a 14-man, that'll be very tough to do. That's something that could really burn you. I hear you're
supposed to go tight end premium if the fewer the teams there are, but I'm not sure. Anyway, you were saying?
I think tight ends are more valuable the more teams there are, actually. Think about it. There's only going to be 3 or 4 guys.
They sneak both my dudes. Well, now I'm sucked.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want from me.
Just take your guy and don't worry about it. Let the dominoes fall where they may.
CD's not bad. Jamar Chase, CD Lamb. All right. It's not my usual strategy because I have so many deep wide receivers that I really believe in. That having to scramble for running backs is just not something I'm familiar with, which is good.
I was really hoping for Mike Evans to fall to me here, but I don't think T. Higgins is a bad consolation prize either.
I am not going to like my team.
I mean, in a 14-man, you're never going to like your team.
That's true.
If you like your
snake
team,
draft,
14-man,
I think that was the first snake draft I've done in years where I actually was like, I kind of like this team. Rather than this team has a bunch of garbage in the middle. That I would never pick. All right, let's see how we're doing so far here. Josh has Keenan Allen and Austin Eckler. Nice balance there. Charger heavy. I don't know how I feel about that. How do you feel about that? 2 Chargers.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't think it matters too much usually.
Well, he's got T. Higgins and Najee Harris. Another nice balance. You can go either way constructing your team with that, which is important when you have such limited options in a 14-team league. Correct me if I'm wrong because it's a snake draft, so I'm just kind of shooting the patterns I've seen. But
the big thing is none of the big running backs fell to me. T. Higgins was like pretty much the last. Him and Deebo Samuel were the last of that tier of wide receiver before there's a drop-off. And there's a whole bunch of running backs I can get with my 3rd pick that I'll feel very happy with.
Kyle's all or even Jonathan Taylor. Sorry, please keep going.
Oh yeah,
I'm doing your job. You're doing my job. This is funny.
No, it's cool. Or I could even still consider Kyle Pitts at that 3rd spot because I know I'm really high on him, but I think I'm probably going to end up passing on him.
Kyle. Speaking of Kyles, Kyle King has Jonathan Taylor and David Montgomery. That's the start I want. Let me pick from the remains of the wide receivers and the running backs, and then A.J. Brown, which is not bad. That's going to be exciting.
All right, so we're looking at this here. Yeah, A.J. Brown, Jonathan Taylor, Kyle King. Are you a Bears fan? Is that what it is? Is that why I like your team so much?
Where's Kyle King from? He lives in Houston. I think he's a Texans guy.
Oh, well, don't make the Bears your second team. That'll just be depressing.
Waleed, you've gotten. I think I know who Waleed's picking here. Oh, Breece Hall, huh? Not Kyle Pitts?
No. Okay. Like I told you, I'm more than happy to punch tight end in a 14-man. As much as I like Kyle Pitts, I need running back depth early.
I'm going to go Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Am I?
I don't know. I mean, no. I like Kyle Pitts a lot, so
I can't handle being so thin at running back. I'm going ETN.
Yep.
I can't handle it.
And that's the problem, is you'll be really thin at running back, which is why I took Brees Hall there.
I don't like when people come into the salary cap channel on our Discord. Oh, let me promote the Discord. It's got 1,500 people. It's a fun place to talk. I don't. What the hell, man? All right, there it is. I don't like when people come in and start talking zero RB in the salary cap because zero RB makes me feel very afraid, and I want my safe space. Like, don't do zero RB in general chat. I don't want to see it because it makes me anxious.
Zero RB in salary cap just feels like it would not work. But I'm going to probably experiment with that in a couple of these like upcoming drafts, just because I'm kind of curious to see how it'll work out.
Yeah. It's so easy to get more guys that I'm like, I don't know. I can see why you would want to do zero RB in snake draft because of how this kind of chunks out. But like,
yeah,
I don't know. I can get running backs and wide receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends in salary cap drafts. Let me just candy store it up. Josh says he's missed on Higgins, so he got the safety of Keenan Allen. I like Keenan Allen more than Higgins, personally.
That's cool. It's fun being wrong sometimes.
Let's see. Cal Pitts still on the board.
Yeah, but he's not coming back to us. I'll be amazed if he does.
There's no auto drafters, so it is technically possible.
Someone's going to be high on him. I'll be really amazed if that happens. But also, like, he's not coming back to me because I think if he falls to you, you'll take him. So I'm really not stressing it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people don't have a tight end picking between me and my Cal Pitts. Let's see. Brandon Cooks. So this is where I love to pick a wide receiver. You got Robinson, you got Sutton on the board, Marquise Brown, my main man. But I already have 2.
Do you? You already have 2? Oh, yeah. You only got 1 running back. Yeah, so like, what running backs are left here, too, is the other thing.
Gator fan says I basically went 0 RB in the auction draft with the exception of Eckler. Isn't that called Hero RB? I think that's called Hero RB, where you pick one really top 5 RB and then you just punt on it.
Yeah, that's a different strategy, which I'm also a fan of, especially when that hero is Najee Harris.
There's only one pick. Cal Pitts. They dangled in front of me towards the very end.
Honestly, I feel like you were taking J.K. Dobbins there anyway.
I'm kind of, you know me. I gotta have somebody ready to play. I love the pairing of Mark Ingram with J.K. Dobbins, where I'm like, Ingram, you can serve Kamara's suspension time, and then when you're second banana, J.K. Dobbins will be all healed up.
Yeah, no, and this is where I take Allen Robinson, I think. So, yeah, let's look at some of these teams starting off here. You got, we'll do Kyle's last because he's going to be at the back of this draft. But we got Evan here. He's got Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb, Travis Etienne, J.K. Dobbins. I like that. That's a really good start for a 14-man, too. Because you got Jamar Chase is probably the best receiver, I think, this year. He's my number 1 wide receiver. CeeDee Lamb, though, I love him. Like, he's a low-end wide receiver 1, but I think he's got top 5 potential this year. Travis Etienne had the injury last year, and just everything that was so dysfunctional there. I think Etienne's a guy that people might be sleeping on. Like, his ADP's been going up, but it's only going to be better. And J.K. Dobbins coming off the injury and a run-first offense, he's the number 1 option in that offense. I feel like that's a really strong start for Evan. I might like his start better than I like mine. Then again, I got T. Higgins, Allen Robinson, Najee Harris, and Brees Hall. I like my running backs more than I like his running backs, but I like his receivers more than I like my receivers. So it's pretty damn close. Josh over here, he's got Keenan Allen, Marquise Brown, Austin Eckler, James Conner. I keep going back and forth on how I feel about James Conner. But I think with all the vacated running back looks and what he did with volume last year, James Conner's a solid pick. Was he your fourth pick or your third pick? Where was he picked?
Third. I think Marquise Brown was his fourth pick.
Marquise Brown. I mean, still, and I know Josh is very high on James Conner, which means that like works out very well for you.
How about Kyle? Kyle's done the turn now.
Kyle's got 5 guys. He's got A.J. Brown, Juju, Jonathan Taylor, David Montgomery. Dalton Schultz is such a nice pickup for that tight end. The last of that tier of tight ends. I like it. Yeah, this is pretty easy for me, I think. Cortland Sutton's just a no-brainer.
Yeah.
That was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Like, he shouldn't have fallen as far as he did there.
Agreed.
David Montgomery, Jonathan Taylor, that combination at running back is good. Love Schultz. I love that Schultz pick a lot. So we're looking at the tight ends here. Yeah, no, that was the last of that tier. Tight ends are kind of moving. So I've already, like, in my head, I don't even care about tight end for the next few rounds. Like, I'll let you guys get your first tight ends. I got my sleepers. I'll be fine. Let's see how the quarterbacks are looking, though. Interesting is how they're looking. Okay. What are my running backs left here? Yeah, I'm really curious to see who comes back to me here.
There are still some running backs that I would not consider bad.
Yeah, there are still some guys that I'll be very happy to have in the flex. The question is whether I'm going to want them. Do I want a quarterback maybe? Because there's still some good quarterbacks left, and I don't see a huge run going. Oh, God, Ramondre going... I didn't think Ramondre would go this early. It's almost like I've been hyping him up. Who knew? That made me sad.
Yeah, we got to the point of the dark period where all the other analysts kind of woke up and were like, "Oh, I should do my job," and like fixed a bunch of rankings issues that we've been banging the drum with for months. Because I'm like, okay, nothing works anymore. Y'all showed up to work finally. Thank you. Darnell Mooney. Who got Darnell Mooney?
I don't know. Someone who wants to be an enemy of mine.
Darnell Mooney's so good. Someone named John who doesn't care enough to have an avatar. Okay. Well, good pick, John, who doesn't care enough to have an avatar.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to play this. 14 men is so much harder.
Yeah.
Did they change our benches, though? Do we have, like, one less bench spot?
Let's see. Nope, we got 6 spots.
6 spots? Okay, good.
That's going to be some hot garbage by the end there.
I mean, only if you don't have, like, super deep, like, player ranking lists. Which
I don't,
luckily
because I do salary cap, so I have nothing.
I always prepare for the worst case scenario.
I love when Josh asked you. He's like, "What's up with my league switching from auction to snake draft after pick 120?" And I was like, "I don't pick any players. There's no players on my team that are ranked 120 or worse. That's why I do auction. Like, so it would not affect me at all."
Yeah, that's it's a weird way of going about it, but like we used to do that in one of my work leagues that I left because it wasn't worth the energy. Like the emotional baggage of dealing with a lot of guys who I was fine not dealing with them. Good God. Let's see how this is going to go. Got 3 picks in front of me. I already know who Evan's taking here.
Who is it?
I'll tell you after you take him.
No, tell me before.
No, you'll know when I swear, you motherfucker. Goddamn son of a bitch.
Kyle says, "Just wait till you see my next picks." LOL. Well, I like a good tease. Yeah. I like.
Oh, God damn it! Really? Russ over Dak?
I like Russell more than Dak.
Let me look at these quarterbacks here. I think the better value here is this. As much as I want to take a quarterback here, I'd rather have Elijah Moore. Let's see. What does my team look like right now? Yeah, this is I forgot I have Cortland Sutton too. I still like that pick. Now I got to be a little smarter about how I'm doing some of this other stuff. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is going really weird. A lot. I haven't done a 14-man, and I'm not used to being in my 6th pick and no one's available.
I like how people have stuck around. I wonder if people stick around more for 14-teamers because the choice to go into a 14-teamer involves some thought. You don't just auto-click it and then, I get distracted.
You
You're
can't.
No.
I mean, you can auto-click it if you hate winning.
And, maybe if you're in a 14-team league, you're more hardcore and more likely to stick around.
Yeah.
If you're training for that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how Godwin's ADP is going to be affected by the fact that he's already in camp, not on the pup list. But I don't know that I trust that. That just seems like his science gotten that fucking good. That seems like bullshit to me.
They just had their center injured, so everybody but Gage, I'm kind of I don't know. And Mike Evans, because he's Mike Evans.
Yeah. Really, you have Russell Wilson? I know Russell Wilson, people assume just because of the trade, but the last couple of years, he's been kind of questionable. And I get that change of scenery should hopefully help, but I'm still a little, nervous about him.
For his price, man, I think he's got the floor guaranteed, and the upside is the moon.
That's the thing. I don't know that floor is guaranteed. That is my concern with him.
That offense is so good, though.
It should be, theoretically. But it's still a first-year install for an offense. There's a level of risk involved that, I feel people don't always acknowledge.
Okay, Kyle said, wait till you see my next picks, LOL, and then pick Tom Brady and Amon-Ra St. Brown, the sun god. Yeah. Those are solid picks. Yeah.
Okay. Waiting on that quarterback there, taking Elijah, and I still get Dak.
Yeah, nice.
So that worked out really well for me. I don't think... I like Stafford. I like Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, but you have to account for rushing yards out of your quarterback, the value that's there. I mean, Dak can move, and I think he might have to move with some less weapons this year. Yeah, this is interesting. I'm going to be very curious to see how this goes out. Let's look at some of these teams here. Christopher left. He feels like he's just done the first 6 rounds and he can just quit, which means he does not understand what the fuck we're doing here. The middle parts of a draft are the most essential. That's what you need to stick around for, I think.
Kyle was thinking of taking 2 quarterbacks, Tom and either Dak or Jalen. Yeah, that would have been fireworks.
That would have been insane. I don't necessarily hate a move like that in a 14-man, but not those 2 quarterbacks. Because I think if you're taking a second quarterback, you're taking an upside guy. When you have a guy like Tom Brady's got a relative safe floor, same as Dak
that's
Prescott.
where I go. I'd pair Trey Lance with him.
Yeah, Trey Lance or Justin Fields or Zach Wilson is the second quarterback you go for there. And honestly, you can wait around for that guy. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm looking at teams here. So let's look at some of these teams here. Let's look at Kyle. He's got Tom Brady, A.J. Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, Jonathan Taylor, David Montgomery, Dalton Schultz, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Just solid starting core. I'm a little lower on Amon-Ra St. Brown than other people. I think he had a good close to his season, but I think there are more weapons there now. Part of the reason he looked so good, I think, is because there was no one to throw to. Everyone was hurt but at the end of that Lions season. So
he was the number 2 overall fantasy wide receiver for the last 6 weeks of the season.
Yeah. Who was the number 1? Was it T. Higgins? I'm just curious.
Cooper Kupp.
Was it Cooper Kupp?
Yep.
Where was T. Higgins on that list? Because T. Higgins' numbers the last 6-8 weeks of the season, he was a stud. When everyone started rolling their coverages to Jamar Chase, T. Higgins was just feasting in the second half. I was really hoping Hopkins would fall back to me here. I'm a little sad about that, but also not very surprised. No, Kyle, I like your team. I like the builds.
I think you had a clear plan in place with what you were doing. Josh, you got Stafford, Keenan Allen, Marquise Brown, Austin Eckler, James Conner, Rashad Bateman, Tony Pollard. I like how your teams always kind of look very much the same, which I can't fault either.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Evan's pick, so I'm going to wait for Evan to make his pick, and then I'm going to curse him out for making his pick.
Dude, I don't even know what I'm doing.
We got Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. Oh, I like the stack. Oh, Burrow Chase stack is so good. That's a sexy stack. You got Etienne, CeeDee Lamb. You got J.K. Dobbins, Kenneth Walker, Russell Gage, Damian Pierce. Interesting. You did not take the guy I thought you were going to take here.
Whom did you think I was going to take?
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the guy I'm going to take.
Yeah, I'm pretty set at wide receiver.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah, I'd hate to have to. Yeah, they're going to be on the bench because I've never mentioned Chase or Lamb.
Yeah.
Kyle, you root for Houston, right? What do you think of Damian Pierce? Because he's rising up our ranks. Tell us in the chat.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what your thoughts are on him too. Yeah, no, Amon-Ra was very good value where you picked him. Absolutely. And that's the right answer. Pierce is fine, but that offensive line is interesting.
Oh, yeah.
And Schultz, you're right. Schultz was not coming back to you, so you had to pull the trigger on that.
Yeah, that was good pick. Schultz is good.
Yeah, no, Schultz is a guy, over the last couple of weeks, he's just shot up my board just because I love the opportunity there. You know what? As much as I liked Marquise Valdez, I probably shouldn't have gotten MVS there because I need the running back help more than I need the wide receiver help right now with my team. Well, actually, let me finish going through Evans. No, I did go through Evans.
Yeah.
We'll go through mine so you can see what I'm talking about. I've invested heavily in my wide receivers, but I'm also okay with it because I'll flex wide receivers. I got Dak, T. Higgins, Allen Robinson, Najee Harris, Breece Hall, Cortland Sutton, Elijah Moore, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. My wide receiver core is pretty much set right now. I don't really care about any of the other guys, so I'll just grab my flyers at running back and feel pretty good about myself. But, of course, I'm going to be hurting a little bit at running back. This is interesting. Where are we going? I think I know who my next pick is going to be. You know what? I'm going to definitely switch things up a little bit, I think, with this draft. I'm not going to take you. I'm not going to take you. Maybe my last pick will be a wide receiver, but it's unlikely. Oh, this is interesting. Let's see how these rankings are going here. Ooh, I didn't even see you. You're a guy I should be looking at.
No, don't look at that guy. Don't look at that guy.
Yeah.
It's clearly my guy. You won't love him like I'll love him.
You don't have to worry about my guy. Unless you're looking at a tight end.
Yes, of course I'm looking at a tight end.
Oh, then you have to worry.
I'm looking at. I have literally the positions drafted here open, and I've highlighted your 0 at tight end.
Yeah, luckily, Josh. I can say that because Josh already has his tight end, which is Pat Freiermuth. I like the Pat Freiermuth pick. Yeah. My guy is, of course, Cole Kmet, who I think is incredibly undervalued at tight end this year. I'm a Bears homer, though, and Fields has to throw the ball somewhere. To me, the only viable targets in Chicago are Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet. I think they're going to run the ball a lot more. I think a lot of that play action is going to be funneled to the tight end position, and the big plays will go to Darnell Mooney. And that Bears offense is actually going to be it's going to be surprisingly good, which means middle of the pack. But for a Bears team that's 15th in offense, that would be a huge surprise because most of us have only seen it a couple times in our lifetime.
I'll go Albert O. Give me a piece of Denver.
Did you take? Yeah, Burrow. I was going to say if you had Russell Wilson, I would like that a lot more. Albert O, I don't know. I don't get the Albert O love.
It's Denver. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stand him. Whatever. I'm not thrilled.
Yeah.
I would have preferred Cole Kmet, especially after
Well,
your analysis of him.
yeah. Well, Cole Kmet was interesting too because if you look at his stats for that year, I'm pulling it up right now on my computer so I can give you the exact number.
Josh
Yeah.
Lockett as his wide receiver 4. Yeah, you can't beat that.
See, I feel like you can. Yeah, so Cole Kmet last year had 93 targets for 60 catches, 612 yards. He averaged 10.2 yards per reception, but the number that really stands out is 0 touchdowns. I feel like there's got to be some positive touchdown regression there. And Cole Kmet actually from a fantasy as a fantasy tight end last year, his numbers were very much in line. Like if he had like a few touchdowns, he would have been a top 5 guy. Let me see. I want to pull up those numbers too. So let's look at this right over here. Yeah, last year Cole Kmet was the what was he?
Are you going by overall points?
I am. Yeah, he was not very good. He only had the 91.2. But let's say we added 5 touchdowns to that. So we had 30. So he had 30 extra points added to that total. So he'd be at 121.2. He would have been right ahead of right around the Pat Fryermuth range.
Yeah,
which was solid, low end tight end 1.
And we are in a 14-team league.
Yeah.
What am I doing here?
What am I doing
This
here?
is where I get bored. Let's see here.
No. It's easy.
I like both of you. Here, you good. I like you.
I got 4 more bench spots here. You know what? I'm going to go with a nice safe play. Give me Gus Edwards. I know he's on the pup list, but Baltimore runs the ball more than anyone. And he's the number 2 running back there. He's got a nice high floor when he comes back healthy.
Sure.
Let's see, player-wise. Let's look at all the players. Well, let's see how this comes back to me. This will be interesting. Yeah, oh my God, this is the part of the draft where I'm just not feeling this at all.
That's every snake draft for me.
Honestly, you've corrupted me because I do more salary cap drafts than I ever have since, meeting you. And all I can think of is, God, I could be doing so much better in a salary cap.
Although I've still picked guys I like. I'm not to the point where I've had to pick guys I don't like. Yeah. But I think I might be there after this round. Especially because I can't pick any deep wide receivers because I'm never going to start them.
So? It doesn't matter because you might have guys who get hurt.
No. That will never happen.
Your guy, yeah, that's true. When do injuries ever happen in football? What am I thinking?
Never. It's the safest sport. Look at all the pads they're wearing, for God's sakes. It's like trying to hurt a pillow. Kyle grabs Mark Ingram. That's whom I should have grabbed. That's whom I should have grabbed to bide the time while J.K. Dobbins heals. Good pick.
Did Josh get his? You got Stafford instead of Derek Carr. Oh, you got Mostert too. I didn't even notice Mostert went. You son of a bitch. He was next on my board.
Quarterback is so deep this year.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like every year quarterback's gotten more and more deep. which makes sense because it's becoming more and more of a passing league. Let's look at Josh's team here. Matthew Stafford, Keenan Allen, Marquise Brown, Austin Eckler, James Conner, Pat Fryermuth. I like that pick. He's one of my favorite flyer tight ends this year. Rashad Bateman, Tony Pollard, Tyler Lockett, Raheem Mostert. And when I say flyer tight end, I do mean a mid-round guy I'm taking in that tier. I look at a lot of things from a salary cap standpoint. So, honestly, most of my leagues are just dynasty. I don't think I'm in any standard leagues this year, really. That's kind of weird.
Ingram is in New Orleans, and probably Kamara will be suspended, which is why I like to pair him with guys like J.K. Dobbins and DeAndre Hopkins.
Are you fucking kidding me, Josh?
Josh,
you're going to come here asking me for advice, and then you're going to take Justin Fields from me? You son of a bitch! How dare you? How dare you come asking advice all the time? Then you take my guy. You take my guy. Unbelievable. Do you see how disrespectful that was? So disrespectful. Yeah. Sorry, I really thought Justin Fields was coming back to me. I didn't even think anyone was thinking about him for another round, at the earliest. I always try to take my guy a round earlier than I need to. Oh, god damn it. You're dead to me, Josh. I want you to know that. You are dead to me. Oh, good God. I like that. I like that Josh, it's you're going to love me here.
Yeah,
Wally.
He called it.
He 100% knew what I was doing, and he just couldn't help himself. He had to just spite me.
Get upside as your QB2. That's true.
I did say that, but I didn't say you get my upside QB2. Get your own QB2, all right?
Get your own upside.
Get your own upside QB2. Not my upside QB2. Oh.
How many running backs can I draft now? Oh, none. I hit Yahoo's 6 running back limit. I'm always there 2 rounds before I'm done picking running backs.
Oh my god, I'm so angry at that. I'm actually I'm a little upset actually. I'm not really upset because I understand this is fantasy football. It's not something to get upset about. But I'm so fucking mad right now too. I'm not that mad, but also I'm pretty fucking pissed. Oh, good God. I'm just looking at my team to see if I feel better about myself. Oh, I do feel a lot better now. Oh, son of a bitch. Is there an upside QB2 I want now?
Daniel Jones.
Oh. Someone tried to tell me that they're hearing good things about, yeah, there's no upside guys left. Well, whatever. I'll just take running backs and wide receivers.
I will only take wide receivers. I don't even know. I want running backs or wide receivers. I'm going defense. I don't need wide receivers.
Oh, who took Khalil Herbert? God damn it.
Yeah, that's what I was going with.
I don't even fucking know. Man, poor man sucks. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take my super deep sleeper later. Actually.
You can't go wrong with an NFC East defense. Because they have to play the NFC East 6 times a year. So I'll go Dallas.
No, Dallas? Yeah, I just feel like there's going to be some regression with Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not feeling
the nonsense interception streak. The 26 interceptions last year. That's coming way down.
I'll just take my last wide receiver now because I do like me some... Man, this is going to be tough. I think anyone's taking my last super deep flyer running back. On the off chance they do, I'll set myself a second super deep running back flyer.
I cannot pick any more running backs.
Well, that means you did it right. What's the news on Zahir? Okay. Let's see, is there anyone else that's worth a damn? You know what? Maybe this is the year that we should be all on Myles Gaskin. Now that everyone's like off of that bandwagon. Man, I was so wrong about Myles Gaskin last year, but I feel like I blamed that team and not him because they never used him, and when they used him, he did fine.
He's predicted to score 29 fantasy points this year. Total.
Myles Gaskin?
Yeah.
I think
they added Chase Edmonds, too.
No, I know, and that's
Not
the thing
that
that makes me nervous about.
Still.
That's what makes me worried about Myles Gaskin. If Chase Edmonds wasn't there, Gaskin would be perfect in that role as a receiver.
I like Sky Moore, 166 for Maka there.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy to get over there. Let's see who I want here. Ugh.
Josh says he was going either Davis Price or Daryl Williams there, as they both have shots at decent PT. And I'm assuming PT does not stand for physical therapy?
I mean, they're running backs, so they both have a decent chance of getting that, too.
Very true.
So let's do another quick rundown of the guys that are still here once I make my last pick. Not my last pick, but my next pick, I should say. And I'm going to... Oh, that's not going to work as much. You know what? You are my number one... You're like one of my top defensive rankings. I haven't finished that defensive.
What I need for Kevin, the guy who does beer sheets, to text us the miracle defense like he did 2 years ago with New England's defense. It was like 6 a.m. It was like 6 a.m. the morning of my big money league draft. He goes, has anyone else noticed that New England's got the easiest schedule on the planet for a defense? And so I went and picked them, and they were the number one defense. They mauled butt. I just do that every year.
Well, good news for you is I'm actually working on something. I meant to do it today, but I decided to sleep in. I'm doing my in-season projections based on last year's totals. I'm using the same methodology I used for my kicker stuff. I'm doing it for defense, tight end, wide receiver, running back, and quarterback. It's not going to be necessarily positional based so much as like team based on how those offenses function, like from a passing, running, like how the matchup wise based on schedule. It's going to be a nice long work project. It'll probably take me about 2 weeks to get done. But once I'm done, I'll probably do a couple of Twitch videos like showing like what I think might be the best like outliers, like teams that you should target like positions at. I don't know. Does what I say make sense or no?
Yeah. Fantasy Pros has given every team's fantasy DST a 1 to 5 star rating based on how easy their defense's schedule is. 2 teams got 5 stars. 2 defenses have the easiest schedule. Now, that doesn't mean the defense is good. So can you guess either of the 2 teams that has the easiest schedule? According to Fantasy Pros Fantasy DST.
I kind of feel like it's going to be the Packers as one of them.
Green Bay has 3 stars.
Interesting. Yeah. I just figured are they both NFC teams?
No, one's NFC, one is AFC.
Interesting.
They're not teams I might draft either.
Are the Colts one of them?
No. I would totally draft the hell out of the Colts.
Let me see. Tennessee?
Nope.
I'm trying to figure out who that NFC team is going to be, or the AFC team. NFC, I feel like the Eagles might be a decent guess.
I would go for an NFC East team, but it's actually the Falcons.
The easiest schedule?
Yeah, for fantasy DST.
I would not touch that. Who's the AFC team with 5 stars?
Pittsburgh.
That doesn't make sense. They're playing Baltimore. They're playing...
Yeah, they're playing the number 1 team in the league, Baltimore.
They're playing Baltimore, they're playing Cincinnati, and they're playing... I guess the Browns might not be as good.
Jacoby Brissett doesn't give it up.
No, maybe... Okay, I don't know. I don't know that I buy it.
Yeah.
Like just for the individual... But I don't know who they're playing, who their AFC and NFC teams that they're playing are. Because if they're playing like the NFC South and the AFC South this year, then they're going to have a nice soft schedule.
The bottom two teams are Chicago and Washington. I don't understand that either because Washington gets the NFC East.
Wait, Chicago from a strength of schedule standpoint, their defense?
Fantasy. DST.
That doesn't make sense because the teams they have one of the easiest schedules in football. I have a feeling that methodology is flawed. You know what? I'm going to say next week, let's try to set up a show where we talk about this. Okay. Like, you bring up those Fantasy Pro things, I'll have my own ranking system.
We always need stuff to talk about once we get bored of snake drafting, too.
This is also true.
Maybe, I don't think I'm reading it backwards. There's another chance I'm reading it backwards.
Yeah, because, like, the Bears, the Bears and who were the other one?
Washington.
Yeah, because the Bears have one of the easiest schedules in football.
Yeah, no, I'm not reading this backwards, huh?
Don't get me wrong, I got some concerns about the Bears. I actually think the Bears are okay defensively from a starting standpoint, but if they get any injuries, they're fucked. Like, they have no depth because they cleared out their roster. They're going to have like over $100 million in cap space next year. They're building for next year.
The Bears in Washington have the 4th and 6th easiest schedule on an NFL line, not fantasy. And Pittsburgh has the 29th easiest schedule, so the 5th hardest schedule, 4th hardest schedule. That doesn't make any sense to me.
That doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah, there's got to be something really flawed with that methodology to say that, like, are you just basing it on points from last year, projections for this year? Like, what's your system?
It's weird.
Yeah.
All right,
I feel like some people just make systems to be controversial.
Josh is looking it up. Pittsburgh's playing the AFC South.
What about the NFC? Because the AFC South is
sorry, I'm wrong. I misread. Josh got it right. The NFC South. Pittsburgh's playing the NFC South.
What about who are they playing in the AFC? They should be playing if they're playing the AFC and NFC South, then Pittsburgh might actually be a really good get at defense. Okay, good. I'm going to get at least one of my running backs, my super deep flyers.
They're playing the NFC East. No, sorry. I can't get this straight. The AFC East.
And the NFC South.
Yeah. AFC East sucks, so.
Well, the AFC East has got Buffalo. You got New England, which isn't going to be an easy win.
That's true. You're not going to get a lot of defensive points off New England.
I'll tell you what. I think if there's any running back to own in Kansas City, it's actually Derek Carr. Like, he showed flashes last year. He's a second-year running back. He's a weird deep flyer that I think if he gets opportunities, he might actually do some things. I'm just going to throw that out there. It's almost impossible. If this wasn't a 14-man league, I would not be drafting him. So let's look at our final rosters here. Kyle, you got Tom Brady, A.J. Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, Jonathan Taylor, David Montgomery, Dalton Schultz, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Hunter Renfrow, Chris Olave, Zach Wilson, Mark Ingram, Jameson Williams, and Deshaun Watson. Jonathan Garibay. Is Jonathan Garibay the kicker in... I thought they had a different guy now. I don't know, Tennessee.
They used to have Zerline.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking of here.
But Zerline
Zerline had some misses. Remember when he was just Legatron?
Yeah, and then he got sent to Dallas, and we all freaked out.
Like, I like a lot of the balance here. Olave is a guy I love to produce this year. I think he'll go really well with Jameis Winston's playing style. They don't have a clear-cut number 2. They might not have a clear-cut number 1. I know Michael Thomas is finally, like, healthy, but until I see him play, I don't believe it. Jameson Williams is a great second half of the season guy to stash on your bench. Zach Wilson is your flyer quarterback. With the offensive weapons they have, I like it. That's a solid team. Let's see. Josh, you got Matt Stafford. You got Keenan Allen. You got Marquise Brown. You got Austin Eckler, James Conner, Pat Freiermuth, Rashad Bateman, Tony Pollard, Tyler Lockett, Raheem Mostert, Tyrion Davis-Price, DJ Chark, Matt Prater, and which Rams defense do you have? Or which Los Angeles? You got the Chargers. I'm not going to rate your team, Josh, and get any opinions because you fucking stole Justin Fields from me, you son of a bitch. So that's all you need to know. There are consequences to our actions. Evan Hoovler is I also feel like that was kind of an endorsement of his team, if I'm being honest. You got Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb, Travis Etienne, J.K. Dobbins, Albert O, Kenneth Walker, Russell Gage, Damian Pierce, Rasheed White, Kenneth Gainwell, Garrett Wilson, Paris Campbell, man.
I couldn't pick a running back.
Hey,
I couldn't pick a running back, and I was like, I don't know.
For the 2 games he'll play, he's fine. It's fine. Awesome. Young Hoku in the Dallas Cowboys defense. We got me over here, Dak Prescott, T. Higgins, Allen Robinson, Najee Harris, Breece Hall, Cole Kmet, Cortland Sutton, Elijah Moore, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Gus Edwards, Tyler Algier, Rondell Moore, Derek Gore, Nick Folk in the Packers defense. For a 14-man team, I actually think I did okay. It's not as awful as I thought it would be. I think that's a big thing in a 14-man. I got to remember to just punt quarterback and tight end, and I'll be fine.
I like Dak and Cole Kmet, so that worked for you there.
Yeah. How did the rankings end up going?
What?
You put that in the little computer that tells us who had the best score? That's what I'm wondering.
Oh, yeah. Let me see.
Yeah. If Pitt's playing the NFC South, that's going to make their record look a lot better. Tampa Bay sucks, but like Atlanta, no one's worried about. Carolina, I don't know. Their defense, that team I think is just checked out, so I don't buy it. And then who's the other team in the NFC South? We had Atlanta, Tampa Bay, Carolina, and
New Orleans.
Which is, I think I'd rather be playing the NFC East and the AFC South. Right? Because then I'd be playing Dallas, Washington, Eagles.
Pick any of the last 15 years, I'd rather be playing the NFC East than anybody else.
Yeah, right.
It's not, I'm refreshing. I'm waiting for the mock draft results. All right, they just came in.
All right, cool.
I got a fat C-, which is cool.
Oh, that's fine. That's always acceptable.
I liked my team a lot more than even last team, so that's interesting. They did not. Josh finished second again.
Did he? Nice. Who got first?
Maka. I noted some of their picks are pretty good. Let's look at that.
I was eighth. Interesting. Oh, you got you're way at the bottom there, Evan.
It's second to last.
Honestly, that's where I want to be rated.
That's where I just got because I don't know what I'm doing.
I got another C+.
Mr. Consistent. And Kyle got fifth.
Yeah, but I don't want to do well.
And again, if you're just tuning in, these rankings are merely for entertainment purposes. Around August is when we start diverging from Yahoo's rankings in a good way. So,
yeah, it doesn't like my defense, my kicker, or my tight end. Which, sorry, but
and your kicker.
You just don't know what you're talking about. I got a good kicker. I got a good defense. I got a good tight end.
Yeah. Josh adds CBS Sportsline. This is cool. CBS Sportsline has the easiest defensive schedule as Dallas and Washington. For them, Atlanta is 9th hardest and Pittsburgh is tied for 12th. Wasn't that the one I was just looking at?
No, you were looking at Fantasy Pros.
Yeah, Josh got 2 A's. Good job in snake drafts, Josh. Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, I think we should wrap it up.
We got to stream tomorrow, y'all, so we're going to cut this one short by about half an hour.
Tomorrow what we're doing for the stream is we're doing the salary cap. We're going to have a third person on here, guy who does the Twitch stream with us for the waiver wire show during the season, Joshua Chuboff. He's never done a salary cap draft, so we're going to talk him through it. We're going to give him barbecue strategy. Beer sheets is for snake drafts. Barbecue is for salary cap, and we're going to see how he likes it. We're going to try to convert people to the right way of doing fantasy football, which is salary cap. It is the only way. You got to buy your players the way God intended.
All right. So, on behalf of the chat, Josh, Kyle, Tony, who left earlier, CM Lawler, thank you for showing up today. Hope to see you tomorrow. Let's raid this guy. He's playing NFL. Let's raid this guy. I don't know who this guy is.
Same time as today, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, 3 o'clock CST. 1 o'clock PST, 4 o'clock EST. Englishmen, check your local listings. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Let's.
Because this is America.
Yeah. American football. Okay, we're going to raid this random person who has 3 viewers. Hopefully they'll be happy.
All right. Take care, guys.
Hope they won't say anything offensive.
I mean, really, I've said how much today?
You said the C word.
Yeah, I stand by it. It's a fun word, as long as you're not saying it to people.
All right, we are off